ordering Dark Horse comic books.
Hey, don't tell them what we're doing right now. We'll leave it for the news. Pete's trying to give all the secrets away. We're live. Hey, real quickly, big shout out to Dom's niece for starring as Belle in Beauty and the Beast over there on Broadway.
Not Broadway.
Congratulations.
No, not Broadway.
It's Broadway. Hey, don't let go. Hey, is it in New York? Hey, is it in New York? Was it in New York?
It was in Long Island. Yeah, it was Long Island, New York.
Start on Broadway already. There you go.
All right, there you go.
There you go. All right, let's get into the show, guys. The one time I started a rumor, Dom squashes the rumor before he gets all the. The guy's the bloody rumor king. I start a rumor, it gets he says no to that one. That's the one he's gonna see. I heard her
laughing over there. So
I know. I heard her laugh, but she can laugh all she wants. You're the rumor king. I tell the rumor, it's a good one, and all of a sudden, squash. He's like, absolutely false, fake.
We heard you.
I know. She's hilarious. So it's off Broadway then, right? It's close. It's off Broadway. There you go.
We're off Broadway when you're in grammar school.
Hey, either way.
She was awesome, and
that's good.
I'm very proud of her.
Very good. Well, good ups to her. Congratulations on her first starring role. Hopefully, she has many more.
Hey, listen, don't worry. I'm the manager. Don't worry. When she starts hitting those bigger shows, I'm there.
So Dom's gonna buy all those pops.
Yeah, you got it. Well, she's already got off Broadway credits. So here we go.
I have to go buy a Funko Pop now to get autographed by my niece.
There you go. That's right. Absolutely. Well, congratulations to her. I know, especially she's young, so to get up there in front of people, and that's great. So, all right, Sticks. What do you say, Sticks? Darksiders assemble. Thank you, Sticks. Thank you for all the content you create, and thank you for the membership. Rodney, March Madness is not basketball. It's it's called Dom's rumors flow till Marco steals the show. Then it's rant. Okay, we get it. It's a chant. Thank God for Pete, or they will just repeat. Okay, here it is. It was reverse roles just a second ago, and I got shot down. Ed LeBeau, thanks for the sub. I don't want a pickle. I just want to ride on my motorcycle. Very good. Okay, that's what we get. You should have said sickle instead of cycle, but I know what you're
on the sickle.
I know what he was trying to get at there. So. What's up, Brenda Visionaries, Astro Wizard? There you go. If he's JJ will be here later. Marco Pete's here. Wayseeker's here. Dom is here. Jedi is taking a siesta, and then JJ will be here later. Okay. Hi. Jeffrey, good to see you. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope we are. Everybody's doing well on this show. Well, maybe not Wayseeker so much, but go green, go white, Sparty on. So
it happens.
Huh? Yeah,
it happens.
Well, I mean, hello, everyone. Who's ready for Star Wars Sunday? Yeah, okay. I think we are. Ruben, hopefully you don't work too hard today. Ruben's got to take a Sunday off again and hang out. Maybe for the Mando season finale, that might be fun. Wookiee Fanatic 19 Johnson, the things you will do to avoid reviewing it. Yeah, another video game novel. Look at that. That's why, and it's big print. Look at how small this book is, and huge. The part that I find humorous about Jedi is when it comes to the thick novels, he'll listen to them and he'll be annoyed by them. But these tiny little books, I mean, they're tiny. You know what I mean? He doesn't read them. I don't get it.
I don't read them either.
I think personal day.
That'd take me like 3 weeks to finish.
Ronnie, no Jedi. Put on.
It's like 3 hours.
I got the fan of a gnat. I'd be like,
you're stuck in a hotel for a week. Ed, what's going on with you, bud? Hopefully it's nothing bad. Well, it's bad if you're stuck in a hotel. I'll be honest with you. Even the Westin. I mean, I used to Westin all the time. These fucking hotels nowadays.
I know. There's damn people that work for hotels.
Well, not Dom. I didn't say that. It ain't the It's not the people. It's the hotels. It's the chains. The chains are really like, oh, you want a clean towel? That'll be another $50. Dude, I took a shower yesterday. I need a clean towel today. What the fuck?
And listen,
man?
when they charge those destination fees, when you go for like 5 days of destination fees, $25 extra.
Resort fee? Bitch, you ain't a resort. You're a Holiday Inn. That's not a resort.
I figured Howard Johnson's, man. Remember Howard Johnson used to be?
No, I don't mind a resort fee if I'm staying someplace that's a resort.
Yeah,
but if a pool is not a resort, well, okay, we don't have time to get into this.
Yeah,
just because you got pool ability doesn't mean you're a resort.
Let's make a tier for hotels.
If there's a kid hockey team staying on the floor of your hotel, that shit ain't a fucking resort. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Dom, you can go on that tax show when they do tier list for hotels. That's all you.
Peace, AOA, pump dump. Yeah, I heard a certain pumper dumper got really upset because somebody said, don't get FOMO. What the hell's wrong with these people nowadays? I don't even get it. Pete sent it to me. I don't know. I don't watch them anyway. So I was like, what the hell is this nonsense?
I don't know.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
People just love drama.
Grown ass men try to like, I mean, the internet's full of it, but like, if that's the content you want to do on the internet, I mean, fuck.
John, you might be
move out of your parents'
more
house.
Like 2 hours at this rate.
Yeah. What's up, JJ? Better not say. Dude, he won't. Believe me, he won't. He because I think a lot of us think it's awesome. And if you haven't noticed, I think at this point we've gotten to the break point that JJ might realize whatever we say, he's going to come in with a very solid argument why we are 100% wrong. So,
what are you talking about?
JJ, every time we say we like something, he just comes in and says it's
just in general.
I think the opposite happens. I think I am so like excited about things, and now you and JJ are on the same page because you're like, I can't agree with Wayseeker.
Me and JJ? That's not true. Yeah. The only thing I disagree with you, and I don't know why, I think you bought like a stock of cameo and first appearances of Sana Staros, and that's the only thing I disagree with you on. That shit is garbage. It's straight hot trash. But this week, we're gonna get to comics. This week we got something coming out that even with that, I give at least an honest opinion. That's the one thing you always get from me. Hey, I wasn't a winner. You weren't a winner, John? Why not? What happened with John? Oh, T-minus a minute. I don't know what the hell's going on in the chat. And then Joe switched. Oh God. Oh, nice hat. No, that's what's his name? Is it Davies? It looks like
it's Davies.
Mando helmet.
Is that? He's got drove a Mando on his hat now.
Yeah, it looks like Rex. It looks like a clone trooper on the hat.
That doesn't look like the hat he wears though. No. This is a different hat, though.
We can talk about Dave.
This is somebody else's hat because this is too furry to be Dave's hat. It really is. I fucking lost track of it because wherever he is. Who did I not say hi to? Lopez, hi. Is Lopez gonna get muted again? Hopefully.
No.
Okay, good.
Kev.
Oh, Kev. Hey, Kev. Long time. You know what? I was just thinking about going back out. It's been pretty good. And unfortunately, ice fishing wasn't good this year because the ice didn't really stay that long. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Fish look good so far. Weston. Anyway, you don't have Westons in freaking. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
they're literally everywhere.
Yeah,
you can't afford a Weston, but they are like everywhere. At one point, they were really
for my job.
Yeah, well, they were like one of the. I would say they were the one place where you could always. They were the most consistent hotel for about 7 years, in quality at least. They aren't so much anymore. All right, let's get into it. News. What do we got?
All right. So we had some news. Damon Lindelof was interviewed at South by Southwest this week, and he did admit that he is writing a script for Star Wars, but he is not optimistic about it.
Dude, hey, I got some news real quickly that I just I've been writing a script for Star Wars. It's right here. Here you go. It's a Star Wars script, and I'm just not optimistic that it's going to get made. I just want to let y'all know that. Just so you know.
He said he will not. He will not let it get made if it's not a good Star Wars movie, because he does not want to have a bad Star Wars movie. So if it's not good,
you know what?
If it's any other property, he wouldn't care if it's bad.
He's an idiot. That means this guy is not having a movie made. That's not how this works. This is not how it works. This isn't how it works.
Personally, if I don't approve of what I wrote,
Oh.
I hope it doesn't get made.
No, that's not how that works.
But he's contradicting his own self. It's like
right.
You're gonna do something.
Go.
You're gonna make something, and then all of a sudden you don't have faith in your own stuff that you're writing. BS.
Yeah, Dom, call BS. I love it, Dom. Hey, Chef.
He's getting paid either way, whether it's good or bad, right? So he's just gonna write a script, take that money, and never make the movie.
You some bitch. Yep.
I like it, Dom. I like it.
Yeah, that was the news for that one. So this guy wants to get more checks. He finally
Arrest me
coming
on
around.
Tuesday. Why would
Johnny
they arrest me on
Boy
Tuesday?
Boyega says he is finally comfortable with Finn's story, so he's not upset with how they did it.
Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Who gives a shit? Dude, what was Finn for? Like, I'm sorry, dude, and I like this guy in the block, right? Was he in the block or something?
Attack the Block.
Attack the Block, like that. He was great in it. Liked him. I just saw him in some other shit I liked him in. You know what he was terrible in? Fucking Star Wars. Who cares? You cashed your check.
Well, you know
Good
what?
luck to you.
He
to see you.
He's trying to get more checks, though. He's like, oh, they might bring back Ray. Let's try to get some more
Yeah,
checks.
now all of a sudden he wants checks. Who cares? See you later.
It was bad
Bye-bye.
writing on his account. That's why his character didn't really take off, because I was very intrigued by Finn. I wanted to hear his story.
Right, but you know what? Just like Cara Dune, you say some dumb shit, you play some dumb games. Who cares? Bye-bye. See you later.
I don't even think
see you later.
That's the point, though. I mean, I don't.
Oh
think
yeah, it
that's
was.
anyway.
Dude, at one point, he needed to stop. You played a
Well,
fucking.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, in general, though, what they did with this character. He was in three movies.
Yeah,
they didn't do anything with him.
But no, it was bad. Yep.
Yeah, but if you just shut your mouth,
I don't think it had anything to do with him
yeah.
opening his mouth, though. They just
no,
literally did
no. When he said that everybody at Disney's racist, that's why my character was so bad. It was because everybody, it wasn't my fault. Blah 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 blah.
But he said that
And then
after they were done.
Yeah, I know, but he could. But what I'm telling you, people.
No. After he said all those things, but the fact is, he still said, he goes, "I'm available if you need me."
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, you start saying those things, like, too bad, man. If you didn't like it,
I'm coming around.
I understand. I understand, and it's just
I like it. Dom's on it today. Give it to Dom. Give Dom the belt, folks. Dom is the first member on here to get the belt on the thing. Dom, give it to him. All right, Dom, go.
no, I'm just saying the fact is that it's unfortunate that the way the story was written, a lot of people didn't get the time what they should have shined and how the character should have been portrayed. But that's then. But now the money, not many people are getting jobs now after that Star Wars trilogy, that sequel trilogy. Rey, what has she been in since the Star Wars trilogy? You know what I'm saying?
From the Orient Express.
The only person that's really getting work is freaking Adam Driver. He's getting some work.
Poe's getting work too.
Yeah, Poe's getting no.
Oh wait, the two guys that said, like, yeah, no, I got no problem. Sure, yeah, I'll work here and I'll collect the check. Said, and then they got bags. Wait, is that how that works? Hold on. And so if you're working someplace and you don't insult the fucking people you're working for, all of a sudden other people hire you and you get bags in other places, huh? That's how that fucking works? I didn't know that. Jesus Christ.
Well, see now, the whole thing with the movies that they're trying to make, it's supposed to be like 10 years after the Rise of Skywalker. They want to add the sequel trilogy characters. Because
Tom, I give you the belt and now you're going back.
No. Well, listen,
I gave you the belt and now you're about to take it back.
I'm saying that they're not relevant enough to be in other.
Oh, later on. Yeah.
Later
but you
on.
could have gapped it. I mean, no, I think what it is, Dom, is something that we've been talking about. You and two include this. They're linking all this stuff, including Mando, in to try to explain some of the beginning part.
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden these idiots are going, oh shit, wait a minute. There was still more there's more money I could have made off of this. What am I doing? Oh yeah, sure. I'll come back. Oh no, this wasn't so. Just wait till you see fucking Mark start taking it all over the face about, oh, it wasn't that bad at all. you know, they really did some great things in the new series. Come on, get out of here.
Listen, the only way you'll get me to really be excited if Finn becomes a good Jedi and Rey becomes a Dark Lord Sith. That's all I want to see. I don't care.
It's not happening. Doesn't matter.
I know it's not going to happen.
Done. All right, moving on. This ratings numbers were out, and the premiere for season 3 was what they call a huge drop of views. I don't know if "huge" is the right word for it, but that's what the headlines are using. But it was about 500,000 less than Kenobi, and substantially down from season 2. So,
really, and because there was a lot of good stuff that was competing against.
There's a lot going on.
That's not a surprise.
And plus, they surprised us with the whole episode. It wasn't about Mando, and that's why people were kind of.
This is the premiere. That's not
the premiere. This is about the premiere.
Episode 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it takes them a couple.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. This is what when they were saying we need to spread our content out. We got to make sure it's good, and we're going to do it for extended period of time. So all this is about.
I think it's the time they put it out. There's certain,
hey, Scott.
Like, remember Solo? How bad Solo performed? Because they put it back in May, and when the Star Wars films were doing great in December, and it went up against Endgame and up against another what's the other movie that they went up against that was still making money. So that's why you're putting this up against shows.
Well, JJ's coming at you already, Marco.
Solo was probably the most generic feeling movie that they made regarding Star
Wars. That's
not. Hey, Ron Howard.
That's what JJ.
I enjoy
he's already going opposite of what we said. This makes absolute sense. They put it at a different time. There's a lot of competition.
Yeah, no, going out and
people aren't stuck at home anymore. Yeah,
December makes more sense. You got the holidays.
Yeah, sitting at home, people want to watch something. That's where Star Wars put their stuff up. This to still be able to hold an audience, JJ. On the back end of, by the way, they had Bad Batch on at the same time. They have the Lost of Us was still going good, which will be considered one of the hottest shows. Which everything new and shiny is great was going on, and then they put Mando right in there. To be honest with you, this isn't huge. The numbers weren't huge, by the way. It's just, I mean, I guess if you think 3 inches is huge, good luck to you and your wife. But like in this thing, it wasn't really huge. You know what I mean?
March 1st, right? They dropped March 1st, right?
Yeah.
Okay, March 1st.
They dropped the shit like right in the middle of that and the beginning of Lent. I mean, like, people are doing shit. Like, it ain't. Yeah. You're not gonna get COVID numbers anymore. But they knew this. Disney knew this. Iger had already said this. They were expecting this. This isn't.
Yeah, they should have dropped it at a different time. And I think if Iger was around, they would have dropped it at a different time. But whatever, they didn't.
But it's still
the world, JJ. What competition? JJ now is saying Lost of Us is trash, not competition at all. Any other show out there, plus people are going back to work, and the actual world being open again is not competition. Okay, well, not everybody.
Bad Batch is not competition.
Well, no, he at first said, "Here it is."
What
competition? All of it. Anything that else going on
isn't really competition. That airs on Sunday, not Wednesday.
It is Pete. It is because nobody watches anymore on days drop. They've seen this. This is something.
But they have 3 days before Mando would come out.
No, not everybody sits around like you guys and is like, okay, I'll watch this on this day.
I'm sitting here, aren't I?
I get that, but Pete, what I'm saying is, so like people pick like, okay, you have
no. You can't say that they don't watch when it's on, but then say it's competition.
No. I'm saying when you have free time. Are you not understanding how? Do you people sit in your house all day long? You don't have kids. You don't fucking. What I'm telling you, Pete, you know this too because you've gone back to work now. So since you've gone back to work,
wait, time out.
No, let me finish, Pete.
No.
When you were at home and you were working at home, you could have the TV on the background playing. You could watch shit all day long. Correct?
I'm not talking about that.
Now you can't do it anymore. Correct?
You said
competition.
Yeah, competition. But Christmas time apparently is not competition.
Because there's a lot. Yes. Once again, and you want? Yes. Would you like to hear why? Because once again,
Lent is tougher a time of year than Christmas.
No. Once again, because during Christmas time, more people have time off, so they sit around. This is an actual fact. People have the holidays off. They close down. There's more time of them at home, so they have more free time to watch stuff. That competition as in all around time compared to time for entertainment. They have more time for entertainment to sit around and watch stuff.
About
right now, they don't in March.
38 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, 38. Pete, yes. In December, I had an extra 38 minutes. Now I still haven't watched the last episode of The Last of Us because I do not have that time right now. And I'm not the only person that it is like that. It's just,
know. I
still
haven't missed it either.
Oh, now you know. Okay, so what are you...
Because I could have done it if I
think-
wanted to. I think it's just the interest isn't as strong as it used to be. Forget competition. That's what I'm saying. Saying competition of a show that airs on a Sunday.
Oh,
You have to show that airs on a Wednesday. That's streaming in both places.
I don't know. I don't know because you saw this.
It was something they wanted. It was destination television like it used to be. They would watch it regardless. There's no.
You're comparing two different time periods, Pete.
What time? That's what I'm talking about. It's no time period.
Yes, it is. Yes. When did Mandalorian season 2 come out? Once again,
I'm not talking about time of year. My point
no,
is,
I'm not talking about time of year. No, bullshit. Once again, when Mandalorian season 2 came out, you personally were not in the office. You were sitting there. You had all this fucking free time on your hand, and all you had to do was watch streaming shit. You watched all the streaming shit at this point. Now, in the last year, you didn't finish fucking, bro. You haven't finished. What's his name?
DC. What year did Mandalorian?
2 years ago.
2021.
Like 2020. 1920. It was at the end part.
Oh, yeah,
it was right.
Everybody was at home.
Yeah. Home.
Exactly. So the numbers are naturally going to be fucking up.
Well, when did it drop? When did the first season drop?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why would it airing this December be any difference?
Oh, I don't
argue
for December. No, that's Dom's argument. You're not.
No, I'm me personally.
No, yeah, you're combining mine and Dom's argument. That's not the same argument.
I actually think the shows do have better viewership towards the end of the other year, September, October, November, December. That time period.
You can't combine what he's saying and I'm saying and then try to come up with some argument of that.
You've been giving him the bell.
I don't know what's going on.
Well,
the bell's going to take it back. The bell's about to get taken back.
No, listen. Watch the viewership to Ahsoka when it comes out in late summertime.
That's a new show though too.
That's the thing.
That's a new show too.
Mando's no longer new and shiny.
I'm talking about season 2 though. This is season 3. Dom, stop arguing Dom's stuff on me. Don't take what Dom says and argue to me about Dom's stuff. Argue to Dom about Dom's stuff. Okay,
it doesn't matter. Move on. We gotta get some
goddamn
moves.
We going on? All right.
Yeah, please.
Let's move on.
All right. So Katie Stackoff this week talked about why Bo-Katan is keeping.
Hey, competition right here. Pornhub documentary on Netflix. I don't know what that is, but hey.
Yeah, I'm trying to here. I just let them go. No, it's just about she doesn't want anybody to not believe her. Like she doesn't even believe herself right now. It's is her eyes playing a trick on her? Everything she's gone through. Last thing she wants to do is even more distance herself from Mandalorians by spouting some crazy rumor. So,
hey, you know what she has? She's got one of those contracts where she's not allowed to say what's going to happen in the next episode. So
sure, but she's also a really good spokesperson.
Oh, she is.
She plays it right down the middle, and she's always out there, giving interviews. She's always been really good at all the roles she plays and cons and everything else, and so she knows how to do it.
Get later. What?
I'm gonna go check her out. I'm gonna go check her out at Philadelphia Con in June.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She is going to be there.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a Lego leak.
Wait. I think Dom's covering this in toys. Dom, are you covering this in toys?
Well, yeah. The Lego leak. Yeah, you could say it. Don't worry.
I'm just saying it's fueling Finn Rao's return in Mandalorian. So I'll let Dom.
Well, guess what? Marco, you were right. Remember you were talking about this? His first appearance.
Saying I'm right is like
so
me waking up in the morning.
We're getting the Fang Fighter. So is it that we know we're getting the Protectors? We don't know that's going to be Finn Rao, but it makes sense that it was going to be Finn Rao. So if potentially we're getting Finn Rao in this season, since we're getting the Fang Fighter Lego. So I'm more interested in the TIE Interceptor personally. I don't think we've had an Interceptor. So that's going to be a fun one. Oh, we got here. And this one is crazy.
JJ saying you.
I don't believe this for a second.
You're only right when other people say you're right. If you can't say yourself, you're right, because that means you heard it from someplace else. Is all I'm saying.
Dave Filoni says he rarely thinks about bringing animation characters to live action.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
That was his thing this week. You know, to be honest, I rarely think about bringing my animation characters to live action.
Really?
That's what he said this
Really?
week in an interview.
Really? Okay.
What do you
Okay.
think about this?
Wait, go back to that last part you just said. Who's coming? Wait, who's this?
And we got
Christmas coming out.
We're getting the whole friggin' Ghost Crew. Let me see.
Meanwhile, come check out my new show, Ahsoka, on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I was like, what? Dave.
I'll be revisiting a lot of the Rebels characters.
We know that at some point, there's 10,000 more people that you're gonna bring. So
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What's he talking about?
It's Dave being Dave.
No,
The
Dave.
fuck? They just
Dave,
need
get
these
off
two to knock it off.
Get
Yeah.
off the funny alcohol and the funny cigarettes.
Yeah, whatever they're doing, they got to stop smoking
You know
that
what?
wacky tobacco, bro,
It's
because
the
it ain't
wording.
working.
Oh, wacky tobacco.
It's the wording. It's because it says he rarely thinks about it. It's because the answer is he always thinks
That's
about it.
right.
Yes.
That's right. I think Pete's got it.
No, it's because he rarely thinks about bringing them. He always expects to bring them automatically.
Yeah.
There's no thinking
Totally.
about it, bro. It's
Dave
coming.
Is trolling. Dave is trolling.
Yeah, he is.
Dave this week also came out and said,
Yeah,
that
I don't think they could
very
either.
big
I agree with this.
Mandoverse event is a real possibility. So all the shows joining up and doing some defenders like.
Oh, did they just say they don't want to do that? They
Yeah,
literally just said, I really don't want
they
to.
said they didn't want to reveal new characters on. They're not doing a show, but they can have their own characters, and the story can go to one big thing. So they're not doing what they did in Boba and putting in a different show.
Who's Mandoverse again?
What?
Isn't it Mandoverse just Boba Fett and Mando?
Boba Fett, Mando, Ahsoka.
They're counting Ahsoka and Mando.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna
Rebels
count
is now
Skeleton
part of
Crew.
fucking.
Yeah,
Mando.
it's
Holy
their
fuck.
timeline. It's all
Mandoverse.
Mandoverse.
It's
They're
just
all
they're
gonna find
telling
one
it's
common
everything.
thread. Ron.
It's all coming together.
At least they won't be able to touch High Republic. That's all I'm saying. Fuck it. Well, set this bitch on fire. Let's go.
There we go. Rosario Dawson this week was tweeting and talking about this Wednesday, and so it's fueled that we will see her again soon.
In a
as soon as
flashback.
this Wednesday. This Wednesday's episode is The Foundling. It was written by Dave, and so we'll see if we, get the Grogu, flashback.
Do we finally get to see Grogu's who saves him? It's been going on too long.
It better not be Ahsoka. That's all I know. It can't be Ahsoka who saves Grogu. Like,
Can't be Ahsoka.
You think it's not going to be a Dave character that saves Ahsoka? You two are fucking foolish.
No, you don't think it's the Mandalorians?
no, it's not
No.
going to be the Mandalorian that saves.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to tell you what this episode is. Here's what you guys are missing. Dom's going to love it. Waseeker's going to be like, whatever. So it's going to be two things. They're going to show you the Grogu thing. They're also going to show you the who saved Din thing for real. They're going to show the drop through the plane, them saving him. It's going to be a two-parter where they split it up. JJ's going to hate it. It's all going to be flashbacks. It's going to be 100% of when they're on the moon saving Din, or 50% that, 50% going through the Jedi door. And yeah, Ahsoka's going to be there, dude. If you think it's not going to be Dave characters, you're fucking loopy, bro. He is going to fucking.
It makes no sense if Ahsoka.
What did he say? He rarely thinks about taking it. No, it is going to be that. It just is. It's going to be
It
that.
makes no sense.
You might see fucking Luke Skywalker show up for fucking no fucking stupid ass reason, just like he did before. Like, who knows? When whatever other character he wants to incorporate into
All right,
his
listen. Look,
Mandoverse.
look. All right, get the
Boba Fett might show up in this one. Who the fuck?
The top 5 people you think are the ones that are gonna break through that door. Go
We
ahead.
were supposed to get Boba Fett in episode 3, so this week.
Clone Trooper TX94, Clone Trooper 3694,
He was on to
Clone
something.
Trooper
though, that weren't
2236,
Mando episodes.
Clone Trooper 525, and Clone Trooper 366. Those are the
All right,
those
you
top
think it's
5 people breaking
Anakin
through the door.
Anakin breaking through the door.
I don't
To
know, I
murder
don't
him?
care.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
We'll save him.
That's what he was.
He's not gonna save him.
Why the hell would he save him and
He-
murder all
Ah!
those
I
children?
don't know.
Stop! He's not saving. No, what?
No, listen, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he's gonna break. It's gonna be him going.
Wayseeker, your news is fucking off the rails. Handle it. Oh shit! This ain't going any better. This is not going to go any better. Why are you doing this? Why, Wayseeker?
Because
Oh, boy.
it's fun. No, this is the other news. We got some Acolyte news this week, and the plan is for the Acolyte to have multiple seasons. I'm going to go to the next thing.
Now, JJ, I guess I'm right. So I'm going to pat myself on the back when I said there's no single season anymore. They're going to have multiple seasons on all these shows so they can put them in syndication. Okay.
It also is set to have record-breaking runtime. All episodes, they're saying, are going to be 60 minutes. Full 60 minute long episodes.
That's it. Good. That's what they need if they want to start putting this onto TV. Right.
I think
absolutely.
So, yeah,
nice picture. Nice picture of two guys that are no way going to show up in this TV show. Good job.
Global Frick.
Good job.
Frick saves Grogu. That's the most awesome thing in the world.
Fucking Wayseeker. Boba Fett's going to be in this bitch too. Holy shit. Dude, Boba Fett wasn't even a fucking it's nutsack at this point.
Come on, Marco. This is what people want to see right here. They don't want to see this. This is the only Acolyte fiction that there is. So might as well give them something that they want.
Oh, so the guys that died 3,000 years before Acolytes actually happened. Okay, yeah. All right, sure.
All right. This is what I'm
looking forward to.
Pleasantly surprised. The release date for
I agree.
has been moved forward. It's no longer May 4th. All episodes will be released on Disney Plus on April 26th.
Dude, hold on. AOA, give it to him.
FFA.
Ring the bell. Good job, AOA. Good job, AOA. Good job.
So I'm going to guess there's only going to be like 6 or 8. Each episode is 10 minutes. They're going to do like the, Spider-Verse thing where there's 2 episodes together, right? So, the type of deal.
I can't wait.
I'm guessing there's going to be like 12 episodes.
To the temple. What? Shoot all these kids.
What?
These kids are not dying.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Wait, isn't that the Funko Pop kid on the way right? That's the Funko Pop kid. That's Funko. Freddie Funko on the right. Yeah.
I think it's a little girl.
So
that's Funko
what
Freddy.
they did is Mando ends on the 19th. These drop on the 26th. And then you have Visions come out the following week for May the 4th. So they decided not to double it up.
I want to see
Visions. Have Star Wars, everything.
I hope they have another.
Is that Jackson's great grandma?
It might be.
Yeah.
Jedi will definitely be missing the week after this, and then the next week for Vision. So we will probably see Jedi for a good month.
I could actually see Funko Pops coming out for these characters.
Didn't they already announce?
They make Funko Pops for everything, Dom.
They announced
Funko's been going through.
They announced a Lego for one of these characters.
Guess what? The sun's gonna come up tomorrow, bro. To that too. Bet it. Lock it down.
Tomorrow morning, we know they announced that the next trailer for Jedi Survivor.
Oh, there we go.
Released. So we were supposed to get the game actually this week, which I'm so glad we didn't because we have so much going on right in March.
Right.
But since it's a month away, we will be getting the next trailer. So look for that one tomorrow. If you're looking for that. We also got announced this week that Jackson is returning in Hyperspace Stories Annual 2023. They're doing a really cool variant of this on Dark Horse Direct. 500 you can buy on Dark Horse Direct. 1,500 of them will be available at Celebration.
So Dark Horse said they're putting 2,000 of these annuals out, or 1,500 or 2,000. 2,000. They held 500 back that you can buy through the Direct. Go to the Direct now. You can buy a maximum of 2 copies.
What I was
$1 extra for shipping, right? Then the other 1,500 are only be at Celebration. What?
Did you say $1 extra for shipping?
After they charge you $18 for shipping, it's a plus $1 for the extra book.
The second book is like $1 more.
The second book is $1 more.
Oh. No, yeah. I was just saying.
How shipping can be so expensive. Where is Dark Horse Direct?
They're in West Coast.
West Coast. They're not overseas. Why are they charging so much money for shipping?
Dude, don't worry. When they get up, because the 1,500 when go, Dom, what are you mad at? Get it now, because if not, when it goes overseas, you know what shipping is from overseas? You're going to be paying a fucking arm and a leg.
Yeah, depends.
And there's only 1,500 copies.
Yeah, mine will be here Monday, so it was 1 day shipping.
Listen, I'll never get my.
I think is it 1 day shipping? It might be 1 day shipping.
No.
It's fucking expensive as shit, Creed.
For mine was 1 day shipping. Like I said, mine will be tomorrow.
It's $20 if you do 1 day shipping.
It was $30 if I wanted 1 day shipping.
Oh, fuck me.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Earlier it was $20.
It was $21.
No, you can't, John. You can't. They're not going to have any of these in your comic shop. They're only going to have 2,000 total copies. If you're in the U.S., only 500 copies. If you're in, technically, if you go Celebration, 1,500 copies. So I mean, people are going to scalp these quick. Just so you know.
Listen, I won't be able
Yeah.
to keep my. I won't be able
Oh,
to
so
keep my,
it's that is what it is. It's the Mangolo art that they're doing.
Mignola.
Nick Mignola, the guy that does
Mike
Hellboy.
Mignola. Mike
guy
Hellboy.
who does
Hellboy.
the Hellboy.
Huh? Hellboy. Yeah, that's what I just
Yes.
said. Yeah.
You know, the sad thing is that I will never be able to complete my Jackson collection because that 1 in 5,000 or 1 in 1,004.
1 in
1 in 4,000.
4,999. That one. I would
Go
buy
out
that
to
one.
Dark Horse Direct, John. Go to
Yeah.
Dark Horse Direct. I think it's like $18 plus $18 shipping or some shit like that. It's expensive, but whatever.
It's expensive. It's no. The
We're
book's
probably gonna
20.
give away one on the show, just so you know. But I wouldn't depend on us.
So we got Pride variants. We got the first of them released. There's going to be
Ryan.
more that they're releasing later. They did 5. The first 5 they showed in this article. I just picked up my 3 favorite. You got Just Lucky there. You got.
I like the Afra.
The Afra's
Finally,
pretty cool.
Afra's getting her cover finally because the last couple of covers she wasn't on the cover of her own book.
We're getting.
Is this June? June's Pride Month?
These are June. Yep.
Okay.
They haven't shown them yet, but we're getting Stinta and what's her name from Andor on a cover
Okay.
for Pride, and we're getting.
I got to think ahead for shorts.
Yep. We're getting Cantum Psy as well on a cover.
Holy
there's a
fuck!
couple
I was
other
not
things.
happy with any of these covers. Let's get better covers. Better.
I like
people.
the Afra. I like the Just Lucky too.
Just Lucky, get out of here.
Doesn't look
Anakin.
The cover. Just because you don't like the character doesn't mean you don't like the cover.
Listen, doesn't the lucky cover look like a propaganda cover? Like join the resistance type of.
I think it's a good cover.
You
Yeah.
too can join the resistance.
Yeah, exactly. You too can join it. Exactly.
Yep.
No,
And then we got the official recipe for pug soup. This is the next.
That's
thing
what you get.
for,
That's what you get for thinking those covers are good. The internet throws you out of here.
So
All right.
if you want the official recipe for pug soup, they have that one up on
Where do
StarWars.com
I,
Yeah,
where do
right
I
on
kill
top
my
of.
frogs?
with
Yeah.
lots of bell peppers and other peppers and
Oh,
everything
jeez,
else.
I can't
So
have that, man. My stomach will go wild.
You're a Mandalorian. This is what Boba Fett loved. This is what you
Yeah,
have
that's
to
what
live
they
on.
You have
That's
to.
a
Yeah.
reflex. The heck with Boba Fett when it comes to this. I ain't gonna freaking goddamn suffer.
Come on. This is how far your Boba Fett love goes for it. Everything except for
If
pug
you're a
soup.
true Mandalorian, there you go.
Yep,
That's a true Mandalorian's drink.
Hey, listen,
it is.
I'm a true believer in. I'm gonna let my stomach be at peace.
Ah, it's just
All
bell
right,
peppers.
go move on. Yeah, it's
It's
just crowd of
meat
bell
in
peppers.
Star
All
Wars.
right. Holy crap, that was terrible. All right, let's move on to something equally as terrible.
You were terrible. You argued about the Mandalorian premiere
Yeah,
for like
your stuff
74
is
minutes.
Yeah,
garbage.
Ruben, I want to see you do a clip, like a taste test clip.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah, make it and put it on there. Elf.
Let's do like the hot wing challenge.
All right, here we go. Let's get into this real quickly. I didn't do it.
Spicy, Dom.
High Republic number 3. Actually, the art on this is supposed to be an all-age book. It's not an all-age book. Once again, I think they're still missing. Star Wars is still missing their mark on all age and probably youth. Like they haven't figured it out. It hasn't gotten any better since they left IDW. This is a great book. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't. It's not all age.
I did not enjoy this book at all.
The Jedi Master starts talking shit, so they start kicking the. I thought it was funny. It was cute. So what's her name? Sal tries to pull the. Hey, I can't hear you, and then of course Maz is like, "Oh fuck, this isn't working." So her and Blobby Boy go and start kicking the fucking hollow projector to make it actually sizzle out. I thought that was funny. Then the little pigs in there and the Danks are hanging around. Oh, look, it's Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis and the Danks are hanging out in there. And then all of a sudden they go like, hey, there was a fucking little pig thing hanging out behind us, right? And the guy's like, yeah, I know. They're going to tell us where it's at. And said, yeah, I know. They tell the story of this, what's the name of them? The Scarlet Gang or whatever. What the hell's the name?
Akik or whatever.
What?
Akik?
The Big Hat Gang?
Yeah, no, the painted face gang or whatever the hell it was. Whatever.
The Big Hat.
The backstory for Akik or whatever.
Yeah, for Akik. They tell it because he was. I know he's part of that gang, but it was supposed to be this vicious gang or whatever. Turns out he saw a baby and he's like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna let him mutilate
This
him."
was dumb.
You didn't think you thought this was dumb?
Yes.
Why?
This was dumb. He leaves because he sees a baby.
Oh, I forgot. You're the one that tells all small children about Christmas. Yeah, okay.
This is
no
dumb.
Santa Claus. Right.
This
You
is
hate
really
fucking.
dumb.
You hate fucking innocence. When your kid was born, you're like,
this kid has
fucking
been trained
babies.
to be a murderer, and he
Fucking
and he sees the baby
babies.
is like, oh yeah, now I don't want to be a murderer because I saw a baby.
John Wick went on a killing spree because somebody shot his motherfucking dog.
Fine. That's different. All the
No,
to see a
no,
baby. If that's
no,
all it took, like
that's
nobody
not-
hurt anybody ever because everybody sees a baby.
Yeah, he can
Some
just go to the
people-
mall.
no.
and see a baby.
Some people, it changes their life. Not everybody's a curmudgeon like you. Not everybody's a curmudgeon like you, Wade Seeker.
Baby.
Wade Seeker. It's not. It turns out it isn't because he actually ends up adopting that baby and becomes his daughter.
That's fine, but at the time it was.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? His daughter believes in Santa Claus. So there you go. Next up, all of a sudden, knockoff Zeb shows up, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I can't buy this fucking ship, you danks, because if you sell me the ship." But they bring up the graphs a lot. Always bring the graphs back into it. It's good to see that. And the Santikas. Then Krabby McCrabhands is doing the spy thing. Goes like, oh, wait. They're about to force choke this Zeb guy. We should go down there and help him. And Sam somehow shows up in a costume and acts like a buyer. Didn't make a ton of sense. Still, wasn't as bad as that Santa Staros shit-ass book. Gets in there. She goes, hey, cool. This is the part that didn't make sense. Maz walking around, runs into Darth Plagueis. And he's like,
is that Moon Girl?
no, he runs into Darth Plagueis. Who, Moon Girl?
No, that's Moon Girl. Looks like. Oh,
Where?
This
Moon
carpet
Girl.
Maz?
It's not Moon Girl.
This
it
carpet
looks like
wasn't
her,
here
Moon
before.
Girl's costume with the
Yeah.
yellow, the blue and pink.
Maz?
Yeah.
It's fucking Maz. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, they steal the ship back. They start trying to blow everybody up. Everybody, I cannot fathom. This is what we're going to do from now on. We're going to start saying, because we like Sans Saros, which is a shit-ass book, we're just going to criticize every other book. I get it. Anyways, Sav takes over the little ship, starts fighting it. She's going to drive the danks. She's going to go over there. Like I said, not really a kid's book. Decent read. I mean, way better than Sans Saros' shit. So here we go.
No,
Yoda.
This
Nobody. Wait, here. Nobody's asking. Okay, now we go. We have a little bit of a flashback. We get to see the death. I actually wish they would have stuck in this area a little bit more and shown some of the fighting for this. We do get to see that fucking Yoda went to Hair Club for Men and started growing a great mane, which he's never had that much fun. This ain't going that. Hold on. This ain't going that far back in time that all of a sudden fucking Yoda has fucking got some white toupee on his motherfucking head.
It's but Einstein. Don't worry about it.
Can Luke Ross just do all the art for all the Star Wars books because it's so good?
It was good. I did like the characters. I even like the crying of the little baby turd.
It's like 80s mullet Yoda.
Yeah.
A little bit too much hair. He's got to relax here a little bit with the fucking hair. I get that.
I love how Yoda is so startled that he doesn't even speak properly. He's like, all these people would die. He's like, what happened here?
Yeah.
He doesn't even use Yoda speak because he's completely flabbergasted by all
tons of fucking people. Yeah, it kind of sucked. But so I wish that's the story they give us. They give us a story. He walks up, finds the Trandoshan, and then she also is tearing apart leaves or picking him up. So don't cry. I'll take care of you and train you. Cool. We get back here. She's doing the training stuff. The Trandoshan's like, listen, Tiger Boy, I'll beat the shit out of you. Wah, 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 wah. A little bit of swishy, swashy, a little crashy, crashy, a little woo. Ends up beating her. Yeah, pew, pew, pew. Then all of a sudden, fucking bitch-ass wannabe Wookiee boy here just starts throwing bows. It's like, look, this isn't the NCAA tournament. You can't just be throwing bows at people's heads. Who do you think you are, Grayson Allen? And then next thing you know, he has a nightmare of the Trandoshan killing a bunch of people. And he tells Yoda about, Yoda's like, hey, why you been acting like such a bitch? And he's like, oh, Yoda, which translate in Wookiees to like, I've been having bad dreams. I haven't been getting good much sleep. And I think this Trandoshan chick is going to kill everybody. And Yoda's like, yo, you got to be friends with all these people. You got to leave those attachments behind, man. What are you talking about? Not to mention, you're like, people are the one that saved this girl. So technically, she's like your relative. Get over it. In the meantime, they go lunch. And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to go cop a feel on the Trandoshan real quickly. Gets up there, gives the Trandoshan a hug. Yeah, look right here at the bottom screen. Tries to cop a feel on her.
Yeah, does he
like,
look like freaking,
it was cute.
He looks like Teen Wolf.
It was
Yeah.
cute. You didn't know what was going to happen. You hoped he was going to do the right thing. And
I think you kind of knew it led into that. Then all of a sudden, instead of having sweet, sweet dreams of this Trandoshan and bow chicka bow bow, he has nightmares that, well, maybe he's just into freaky shit. Who knows? Yoda's under the tree, and then
Yoda's drinking tea. That's the most important part of this comic right here. First time Yoda drinking tea in a comic book.
Sweet. So Teen Wolf
On an alert. Maybe Diamond should put it at the top of the goddamn cover and put it in the promo.
First day.
Yeah, I call it first time. First appearance Yoda, and then in parentheses drinking tea.
Drinking tea
First
under a
team.
tree.
Under a
Under a
tree.
tree.
Good call,
With
Weed
long
Seeker.
hair.
Give Weed Seeker the bell on this one. So then Teen Wolf here goes like, "Yo, do you know where I can find for some reason a Jedi that you all trust way too much, even though he has the shadiest people and all the people who have shady ass problems are looking for him? Oh, you mean Dooku? Yeah, he's about to leave. Go catch up with him real quickly." So Teen Wolf runs out there to go catch up with Dooku, and Dooku goes, "Listen, you can't do anything right off the bat, or you're gonna get blamed for it. But if you like secretly follow him around and wait for the right opportunity, then you could probably stab that fucking Trandoshan." It's like, that's not good advice, bro, but whatever. So Teen Wolf goes out there, is like, yeah, okay. They're meditating. I'm just gonna stare him down.
Everything he's staring him down. They're all
Eating.
like,
I'm gonna, like, dude, you're kind of giving it away there. Oh, we're making our lightsabers. I did
You're
take
really
this.
being discreet about it too.
I know it's not. I know maybe some people might not find it cool, but I know some of the people really do find it cool. So I did up close of what their lightsabers look like when they were putting together.
I'm
And
still
as you
wondering
see,
why there's tiger people in space.
Don't worry about it, man. You got
yeah, don't worry about it,
you
man.
got friggin' sugar. What is it? What was it?
There's a turtle person. There's a lizard person.
it's
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, turtles, lizards, that's indiscriminate. Like a tiger's a very specific cat. Like it might as well be Angelina Jolie's character from Kung Fu Panda.
All right, let's keep going. So all of a sudden they put up these, like, they get dropped off on this planet. They start building these force tents or whatever. And then he has the dream again, kind of, but not really because he's not sleeping. So he's like, hey, what's up? Let's go for a walk real quickly. And she's like, okay, cool. Are we going to hook up here in the woods? Oh, this is kind of crazy. Maybe I'm going to get it on. And then he goes, no, I'm going to bitch slap you. And Teen Wolf's like, and throw you into the thing. And then we're going to fight. And I'm going to pull out my lightsaber with the wood. And I'm going to, and then they stop it. And that just kind of sucked. That was pretty cool. I like the art in this book too. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Book moved well. Better of the two books this week. Both books were okay.
Yep.
Next week, oh shoot, put this one in the wrong order. Next week we've got Vader 32. For all those people that think there's other books up, they moved them on the docket. Thank God they moved the fucking horrible ass hyperspace.
Cover of Vader.
What's
I
going
thought
on in
that
that
was
first
too.
cover?
That
I
is,
don't know.
he's slicing the
Handmaidens.
handmaidens.
there's a version of that as a celebration
Is
exclusive.
he like wiggling it? Like why is it shaped like that?
Yeah, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
yeah,
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
It's
wiggle.
just
like
a weird look.
they picked that one for a celebration exclusive version, I think. Which is
Yeah.
like, why would they pick that one?
Hey, Creed, give him one. Got to fulfill the Chinese zodiac of Star Wars for races. Fair enough. Kind of dig that. Remember the little mats they used to give you all the time?
Ring the bell.
All right. It's Bronze Tiger training. Okay, there is one more cover of this. There's the I backed it up. There's a bunch of flashbacks in this, and
Not tiger people.
no,
It's confusing.
a bunch of crying and a bunch of other stuff. And well, at least there's a book for Jedi. So there we go.
It is. Jedi better be here next week.
Speaking
all
of
I'm
books
saying.
that for oldie people and that people don't like, we've got a Santa Staros riding a fucking Rancor.
Didn't
Which,
buy that one.
holy shit, that's horrible. And then they got a bar. It's so well they had to do a gen for this one just so they could probably get some promotion to finally start selling this fucking
That
terrible book.
cover is amazing.
Uh,
Such a great cover.
Wayseeker will just fucking blah over anything that says Santa on it. So go ahead. Go ahead. All right.
I'm just
Speaking of
saying, you can
amazing
have rabbit
covers,
people in space.
speaking
There's
of
tracks
amazing
green,
covers,
then there's a blue one, but the regular old tiger don't make no sense.
is he still on Tigers?
I'm still
What
on
is
the
with
tiger.
you
I'm
two?
reading the chat.
Fucking
I
AP.
like the middle one here.
I love
Speaking of
the-
Tiger, yeah, I do too. So I put
That's
up the name
Vision's-
for it. It's
that's
Takashi Oka.
Isn't that the Vision
Okazaki or
cover? Or
something?
the guy
I
who
can't
did the
remember.
Vision covers?
Okazaki.
The one that did the Vision
Speak
book.
over me one more time while I'm trying to stumble through this fucking guy's Japanese ass name.
Takashi Toshiro, wasn't he in Revenge of the Nerds? He won the tricycle race.
I actually like both of the back end Yoda covers. Actually, the Yoda covers have been pretty cool. So good for them. I don't know, Dom. It did not call it a Vision cover.
No,
They didn't
because
call it
no,
Vision
that-
cover.
no, I'm just saying. the
But it
guy-
looks like it. It does look like it. Yes, it looks.
I
like
think
it.
it's one of the ones where they do the artists. They let the other artists from
That's a cool
cover.
cover, though. I like it.
Yeah, that one's not bad. I would probably say I like that one the best
Super cool.
because that
I think it's a
tiger's
B
front
cover
and
too,
center
so-
on that A cover.
I like the incentive
Left
too, though.
center.
The last two incentives have been pretty good. That's FOC. Short week. Got through it. We got real quickly for those people. Should we burn through High Republic first appearance brackets, or should we leave that to the end? You guys got it. We added it. We're going to put out doubles each day to get through it because we're half of it's the 16, the other half isn't. We'll get into that later. Let's get to toys. Dom, here we go. What do we got here?
So we got some Legos that are coming out. So the pirates from the first episode of Mando season 3 are getting the ship. So you're going to have Vane and one of the pilots of one of the pirates, the fighters, which, you know what? Like I said, they keep making the ships, but it's pretty cool. You know,
it's weird that they have these ready to go.
The only thing that's not cool about this is the prices. You gotta wait till they go on sale.
Yeah, these prices. Ridiculous. I think this was like $80. I think.
No way, really?
Something, yeah. Because they got the. I don't know how many pieces, but this is not the final R anyway. This is a.
Yeah.
It can't be 80. If that's 80, there's no way.
So, like with the little the $10 ships that they have, they come out there, so they have.
That used to be $6. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
like not like $10.
Yeah,
that's not bad. It's not bad. It should still be $6, but
a couple pieces
should be.
So I'm surprised they're coming out with this. They're coming out with the.
I know.
The crab. Was the robot? The ship.
Yeah.
The spider.
Little cyborg guy.
The cyborg. Yeah. You have 3 figures. You have a Bo-Katan. You have the Grogu, and you have Mando with the darksaber.
Yeah.
I wonder because they. All right. So it's right.
That's
now,
$80. This
you
is
don't
$80.
know.
No. It's not. It's 50. I want to say somewhere around there, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
35 to 50. We did this one on Friday.
It'd be cool if it came with the cyborg creature, but
maybe you could convert it. Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? All right. So Gentle Giant is coming out with like they make their 12-inch Star Wars figures. The Book of Boba Fett, which I'm confused. Didn't the Sand People in the Book of Boba Fett have black? They're still going to the brown, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know,
their outfits they were more.
Yeah, I think Wayseeker hit that one out the park, just like Boba Fett. I'm not sure anybody cares.
Damn, thank you, Wayseeker. I liked you at one time. One time. No.
Oh, I was not clicking it too.
Yeah, I did
at the same time as you.
Yeah.
Give it to him. I'm not even going to repeat it because we're not going to do that. But there you go.
Ring the bell.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
this is coming out. This is dropping soon. This might be a Star Wars Celebration piece. They haven't mentioned what it's coming from. So Hot Toys is dropping the Luke from Book of Boba Fett, which I actually think is pretty cool. You know,
wait, for Mando or from
it's Mando.
Mando.
It could be Book of Boba Fett. You know,
it could just be Return of the Jedi at this point. What's the difference?
No, because the facial sculpt. It's actually a pretty good facial sculpt for what they did for the 3D.
Just as fake as what they did.
Yeah, but yeah, they're dropping this in the Mandalorian. This actually is coming out, so I just have a pre-order right now. So
that's great.
Hey, all those Luke fans out there, pick up your Mando Luke.
Yay! All right.
Not for me.
I was waiting for Marco's peg warmer comments.
So we're getting a Black Series. Now, see again, look, the Black Series. This is the Black Series.
I was looking for the Nobody Cares thing, but it's not there.
No,
but
it's
look,
not here.
why are the suits brown?
Nobody cares, Dom. Nobody cares.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
They gave me shit about a tiger looking like a tiger in space. Let's get off.
Well, you know what?
I don't give a shit.
You know, it's pretty cool, but I'm not going to buy it. Black Series.
It's not cool, Dom. It's not.
This figure is kind of cool. This figure is kind of cool. Yeah, it is.
I like the. Oh, it's like they got them all doing it.
So.
Yak Face got this. All right, what's Yak Face? What's up with the Yak Face? What's he got going?
So Walmart had the Collector's Con.
Mm-hmm.
They had so many problems with the site. This did sell out eventually. So Jesse had his figure come out. It's a Walmart exclusive. So
well, wait, there's no plastic. So how do you know Jesse's in there?
I don't. You don't know.
You don't.
It's the luck of the draw.
You make fun. I was going to send you a short when you opened one up. There was a different figure inside.
I directly sent it from Walmart. Dude, I saw somebody open a box, put a different figure in it, and then pull out their phone to show that there was a different figure in it. Dude, people are fucking creating this horse shit videos for Pete to get angry over.
Yeah, so it's sold out.
You yelled at
now.
fucking clouds.
Just keep checking the site. Go back to Walmart.com and eventually it'll pop back up.
Oh, are they rotating them in? That's nice of them.
Yeah.
Douchebags. All right, next up.
Next one. And now you get the one vintage collection. See, that is the color of the garb.
See, that's why he was building to something.
Yes.
He was
What's
building
going
this.
on?
We pulled a Dom on a Dom. We pulled a Dom on Dom. How did that happen?
Yeah, so we finally get a
Hey, what's up?
Tusken Raider for the Book of Boba Fett that people were complaining about. So
What?
that's
The
right.
Tusken Warrior.
Tusken Warrior.
Yeah, Tusken Warrior.
All right, so the mission fleet is getting the tragedy episode. They're gonna. I definitely gonna buy it because Boba Fett's in it. Get it as a piece, but
And
yeah,
Grogu sitting on a rock.
the Grogu sitting on the rock. The
He's gonna get
Jedi rock.
files.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool, you know, for the kids.
Oh,
That's sweet. Yeah.
Timbo. Oh, nobody likes TVC, bro.
All right, we're getting another Luke lightsaber that
What?
they're making.
These are the makeup thing
The makeup,
lightsabers. They're starting to
yeah.
go on sale. You're going to see these fuckers in alleys soon.
These are like for kids in the
As opposed to the other plastic lightsabers.
Yeah.
It was. They got rid of that other plastic line
well,
series.
you
where
could
it was
actually take these and
click-
could actually match these up with the other lightsabers and build.
but it was a build. They used to have an other. This
Yeah.
is in place of the other build a figure or build a set where you had the mismatched pieces and all. This is the new version of it. They've already had it for who was it? Is Darth Maul? Did Ahsoka come
Maul.
out already?
They had the fifth sister. I mean, they had
The sister one, yeah.
Reva. They had Revis. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
get it,
so
Luke.
that's coming out for the kids, you know. All right, so Funko has a couple of pieces that are dropping. So sometime in the near future, they're going to have this this crystal-looking 100 Disney, the 100 celebration of Disney. You know, they have R2D2.
Yeah, they're doing comics, everything for this stuff.
Yeah, so this is part of the 100-year line of Disney. I don't know what they call this. It's like a crystal, but it's plastic. They made it look the way it's shaped.
It's called
I'm not-
Hideous. It's called
And- whatever.
How do you ruin R2D2? They're like, let's figure out how to most
Give him a
ruin it.
crystal
Well, the
head.
thing is, how many R2D2s could you possibly make?
If you're
You want
Funko
more
enough to fill up a
You
fucking
said the same
trash
thing
heap,
about Boba Fett, Dom, and you
Yeah,
want
I know.
more.
What are you making another
More.
R2 for? Where's my
More.
crystallized Boba Fett?
More. Listen, have Andy Driver say more. That's what I want, Boba Fett. Go ahead. All right, so these are celebration pieces so far that are dropping. The first two, you have a repack of R2D2 and R5 in a repack with a brand new Jar Jar Binks with his tongue sticking out.
What's with that Jar Jar?
Well, these are the first two. That's his when he gets tongue in the electricity, and he's like,
He looked like he was blazing.
he looked like he's
pretty strong.
high
Look at him, his
because it
eyes
got
were all like,
high,
"Ugh."
because it got high, because it got high.
So you have blazing Jar Jar Binks. There you go. Yeah, so these are the first two pieces. Now, Bride is going to have an R2D2. Look at it. So there's 3 R2D2s coming out.
These look all right.
So you have the Pride R2 and the Pride BB-8.
Dom's
I
not
actually
bitter
like-
at all that there's no Bubas coming out. But
I know.
R2s.
But
Not
I actually
bitter
like
at
this.
all.
I like the colors. The color schemes. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the color schemes are sweet.
Yeah. But other than that, there is no Bobas coming out right now. Bastards.
Well, that's good. It'll save Dom some money. That's what we're
All
trying
right,
to do
all
here.
right, Dom. We
Don't
got-
get
we got-
FOMO, Dom. Oh
got-
wait, we can't say.
We got a toy rumor this week that I need you to track down.
Yeah, all right, tell him.
So on the dark webs of the Star Wars world, there is a claim that there is an Ahsoka Funko Pop leak of Barriss Offee, where it says the Ahsoka TV show Barriss Funko Pop. So I need you to hit your sources up this week to find out if that rumor is real or not. And
Yeah,
I've been
big
saying Barriss
Mandalorian.
is coming, and Marco says Barriss is not coming.
No, I thought it was supposed to be Mandalorian. I thought she's
No,
supposed
I
to come
said
next week.
Ahsoka made more sense. You're like, if it doesn't come to Mandalorian, she's not coming to Ahsoka.
That's not what I said. I
All
said
right,
people are
I'll
saying
pull up-
that
I'll
they come.
find out.
I'll pull up the
Please
tape.
do. I don't give a shit, really. But like, isn't she supposed to be coming next week? That's what I was about to get you. Isn't she supposed to be coming next week? You guys have been telling that she's got 8 sides in the fucking Mandalorian show.
Now,
This is when she's supposed to be coming.
I'll find out.
We're moving away from that. We're moving away from that. So now it's Ahsoka. Okay.
I've
okay.
always said Ahsoka.
But if anybody can find out a rumor that's fake, Dom's got it. Dom, get
Dom,
on
I
it.
need
Let's
you to
go.
find that toy
Yeah. All right.
next week.
Yeah. Dom knows a guy who knows 2 guys that can get the deals. There you go. There he goes. He got. There's the Dom's on it all the time. All right. You guys are ridiculous. All right. Okay, cool. Well, where we go next? What do we have next? Oh,
Touch
okay.
or
We could do.
book.
All right, so let's talk about the bracket so I can really get riled up before we get into Bad Batch. I hate you people. And you people, I mean the people that vote on these stupid things and the people that want stupid ass games during stupid ass times in the year. Here we go. First off, Pete didn't get the stuff out like we wanted it to. So the bracket didn't get finished this week, but we got most of the bracket finished. I'm not so upset with the Mando thing. I can see people just don't understand that. Fennec Shan should have won as she should have. The Cara Dune thing.
You think Gare should have beat Mando and the child?
No, I knew he was going to win, but I was actually surprised that Gear got 30%. This is a first appearance, like quality of first appearance in comics.
13,
so
not 30.
I get that.
I got 13.
Still,
Yeah.
Like,
Well, at least right now.
It seems like it's a better fucking character right now. Apparently you didn't see, but Mando's fucking season 3, huge dump in the fucking rankings now. So, the one that we knew was going to come, that really I didn't even mind so much that it was a win, was the gap of the win between Dune and Ajax. Like the whole next fucking event is based around Ajax.
just wait till Dune beats Inferno Squad and Marco just.
We won't play anymore. It'll be over. If Dune beats a fucking.
Yeah, she got wrote off.
A character that's fucking wrote off, never going to come around again. People literally have given less fucks about.
To do some other things, she'll be gone.
I'm telling you.
And Ajax. And Ajax. No. Yeah, and Ajax literally is what's happening for the next year is going to be all about Ajax. But okay.
Cara Dune. Oh no, we don't see her no more.
No, they think Dobbs. Go ahead.
What?
Cara Dune, please.
Oh, the rumor?
Go ahead. No, what you told us. Yeah, tell us. Yeah.
I say that possibly she might come back as a different person playing her. Who knows? Because she was an important part. I don't think they're going to just drop that character.
Why was she important?
Yeah, what was so important about what?
She was a part of Mando's journey, you know.
So was the guy who tore my ticket stub when I went to the movies a few weeks ago. He was a part
so
of
was the girl that
too.
he fell in love with for like one episode and he left her behind.
This is the biggest thing. You piss off John and Dave, you ain't coming back. She pissed off John and Dave, she ain't coming back. That character ain't coming back. It's their character. It's gone. Inferno Squad won easily, luckily. I mean, as they should. Miggs, I get it. Actually, Miggs was close. I thought Miggs was going to be like runaway. He wasn't. Miggs was not a runaway.
Dajuka is a cool character.
I thought Dajuka, for those people who don't know, is Vacuum Head. And I thought Dajuka. Like, can we pull up a picture? I got a picture of Dajuka here, just so everybody knows who we're talking about. All right, this is Dajuka. And Dajuka, I thought would have gotten like one vote. That was not the case. Not the case.
Negative.
No, he did pretty well. We're gonna keep these votings up throughout.
I just want Forvin to beat Sifo. Like all I want is Forvin to beat Sifo.
So
my world will be so happy.
If Forvo beats Sifo, if Forvo beats Sifo Diaz,
dude, we're running like a Fairleigh Dickinson.
I guarantee you. Let me show you once again who we're talking about here.
Forvin win.
That's Sifo Diaz. We know how important that character is. See, this is the fucked up argument, Wayseeker. Sifo Diaz. All the people who voted for Mando or voted for Dune, Sifo Diaz, under their argument, is the truest of their argument, right? Like, that should be the character of the truest of their argument of why we've been waiting forever for that character, great importance to that character, blah, 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 blah. Instead, we know what's going to happen here. They're going to say no to that, and they're going to instead vote for, this fucking kid on the corn. This is who they're going to vote for. The kid on the fucking corn.
He's got
Wolfbane, no?
4 teeth.
Okay, the other thing, and this is another one. Don't laugh too hard because this guy, the unidentified Sith Darkseeker, I would be very surprised. Although he should get voted, I'd be very surprised if he beats fucking Jewel. I would be very surprised.
I don't care. I just want Forvin to beat Sifo.
There's no way Forfo beats Sifo Diaz. You know what happens if Forfo beats Sifo Diaz? The shit's over. It is done. There's no way. We'll also be putting out the High Republic stuff next week. So we get Barash versus
Barash is going to win it all.
We got to go through this quicker.
Barash should win it all. Yeah. We got Ty versus, Wrath. Twinkle Sisters. Twinkle Sisters going to run. They're going to run.
Yeah, they're going to get blown away to Twinkle Sisters in like the next issue. Who knows?
I'm not voting. I'm boycotting this side of the bracket because you left off my boy.
Nobody cares about what you're doing.
Wait, tomorrow I'm doing the last two from the right side, right?
Yeah, you're doing the last two from the right
and then
side. Yep.
we're gonna start with this.
Start
set,
High
right?
Republic. Yeah, we're gonna get through all
We
through
gotta
High
do
Republic
like
this week.
4 matchups at a time or so. We got
Yeah, 4 matchups at a time. We're gonna get them all down, so we'll get to the Sweet 16 by the end of next Sunday. Just wait till we get into this mess, because I'm not even sure half the people. I guarantee you, LeBron is fucking the White Tiger, terrible, but guarantee you, it's
Tiger
gonna
now. Tiger's taking over, Maddie.
White Tiger is gonna somehow beat fucking a lot of people, including probably the Twinkle sister. So we'll see what happens.
Taking the mother on, yeah. The White.
They're not gonna. Hey, I don't think a lot of people know these characters, so we're gonna see what happens. All right, that's the end of that. Do we want to get into Mando or do you want to get into Bad Batch?
What do you want, the book? You got one more segment in, mate. You can probably. What do you want?
Yeah, I got to bounce soon. So good. If you want to get to Mando, we can do Mando.
Mando's 70 fucking slides. Here we go. Mando, it is. Welcome to Mando.
That's all Marco. I didn't do it.
Welcome to Mando. Mando, once again. So Mando, he said, yeah, I can't believe I fell to the bottom of that fucking pit. Wait, I'm sorry, what did he say?
I was wrong. He wasn't pulled down.
And then she's like, yeah, did you see anything? And he's like, no, I didn't see anything.
Any alive down there?
Yeah. So she kept that quiet. Okay. But then she gets back in her, they all get in her ship, really cool. They take off, real cute little new family here, which I think this is like foreshadowing for the new. I mean, I really do think this is going to be a team up situation going forward.
Well, listen, he says this is the way. She goes, this is the way. And Grogu said, this is the way, maybe.
Grogu's getting mama. That's what you're trying to say.
That's the first.
Yeah, Grogu would say, hey, Dad, hook up with this chick. That's what he said.
Hey, Mom. Well, think about it. She's 55. He's 40. So that's all right. That's a good age.
I'm not even thinking about that at all. So anyways, they get hit. I think he was. I think what he really
a lot of time this week working on that math.
I think what Grogu was really saying was, "Oh shit, here come TIE fighters," and then a minute later they get hit by fucking TIE fighters.
This scene was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I like
so it. They're like, hey, they talked about how like, that there's all these warlords that are hiding, and obviously with how many we saw so many ships. I guess spoiler, we saw so many TIE fighters. And so that means that there is Star Destroyers out here.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to see a Star Destroyer.
I know, but if you've read the books and stuff that went along with this and how it worked into the that piece of shit J.J. Abrams fucking movie, you knew that these things got scattered. Abrams, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. I hate him anyways. But you knew that a lot of these Star Destroyers went in different areas to try to hide so that they wouldn't get taken apart from the Republic. So this is assuming that that's what this is.
Well, they had a freaking 1,000 of them on Exegol, apparently.
I know, apparently. Well, that's how they're going to explain it. And Dom's right. These scenes, like, dude, listen, if Top Gun had fucking fight scenes like this, would have won some Oscars right there. Jedi, I'm just telling you, this fucking TV show did a way better job with pilot fight scenes than fucking.
I really like this opening sequence in Mando.
When they were chasing, he fell out of the plane. I like that. The only thing I didn't get is if they're bombarding the fucking launch thing or at least shooting it up, how come these things don't ever blow up?
What? What do you mean?
The land strip. Like they were shooting the shit out of the landing strip. And
you know what they were doing? They were destroyed, but they destroyed the castle. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but they didn't destroy the castle after. Like,
yeah,
I thought this zero gravity shit was good. I thought when he blew up the plane was good.
I thought when friggin' Bo did that friggin' turn.
We'll do it right here.
Oh yeah,
the turn. I thought, well, Dom, would you calm down for a minute so I could at least tell the people? Okay, yeah, when they're racing through, I thought how much the colors and everything. Sometimes they do that throwback shit where they make it look like the old green and black computer screen. I like that they actually made it look updated. They used actual real colors. Everything wasn't fucking black in this episode. And you really kind of felt like you were in the cockpits with them flying.
Astro's going Dom on us here.
Yep. Look, you know what? You have to think about it. There was way too many ships for a Moff Gideon.
You don't read enough books. You don't read enough books because there was literally sitting. How many? Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to discuss how many fucking ships can fit on a fucking Star Destroyer.
I know.
An Imperial Star Destroyer. It's literally hundreds. There's hundreds of ships that fit on a fucking Star Destroyer. There's thousands of people that work on them, dude, on the Super Star Destroyers. And in this time period, there was multiple ones. So these fucking warlords would have like 4 or 5 Star Destroyers. If you read the books, There's 4 or 5 Star Destroyers in each group that was out in these no space
Well,
areas.
he did steal a lot of ships. Her and the other Mando stole a lot of ships from the Imperial.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like, there's literally if there could have been thousands of ties coming in.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would Thrawn give a shit about Bo-Katan?
He doesn't care.
And he's way the fucking hyperspace anyways. This was cool. I like how they actually showed. I mean, how they made
was
with this budget, how they made these ships fucking move was amazing.
That's the whole
It's
budget
cool.
right there.
It was
That
cool.
was the whole budget.
And then you saw the thing flow. Everything was cool. How she skirted around. And then you get this. It was a decoy to bomb her.
That sucks, man. She lost everything now.
Did she though? Because it's still look. I mean, it's bomb, but it still looks like there's some shit there you could have
I know,
salvaged.
but she lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I think
What was in there? There's a fucking droid. There's nothing there.
It was a big empty hallway. It was like an office building.
But that was her,
She had a
her
seat at the
sister's
end of it.
palace. Her sister's
No, that wasn't her sister Sabine Palace. That was her family home.
a family home. But Sadine,
No, not a family home. That was her historical family home. Her mom and dad's home. Her parents' home. That's whose home that was.
Right.
That, yeah. Like, I know what you're saying, but no, I get it. That the Sadine home was, yeah. But this was like the historical family. This is like if you're like Queen Elizabeth, wherever the fuck Queen Elizabeth was birthed out of, whatever inbred she was birthed out of, it was that home. You know what I mean?
You know
Not the
the
fucking
old
palace.
I do not know what you
Skyfall
mean.
or James
well, she
Bond.
lost a lot of artifacts too. A lot of those wall paintings with the, it looked like,
Tapestries?
yeah.
She lost
This
her
is a
chair.
castle.
Brody.
There are tapestries.
Astro, yeah, that's.
Yeah, she only had a chair.
Somebody take a screenshot of this. I really don't think I'm the one ever that you want to tell that. Okay, but we'll do that. Okay, we'll play that game. Good. All right. I wonder if all the Funko Pops were in there. I wonder. Fucking John.
All
Give him
the
the
Funko
bell.
Pops.
Ring the bell.
All right. Yeah. All of a sudden, Thrawn was he didn't actually shoot out to hyperspace the whole time. He was just hiding out in fucking
Yeah,
Mandalore.
but I actually think he's back. I don't think he's still in hyperspace. I think he's back somewhere.
He's
and
not
close.
back. That makes
I don't
no
think he was.
sense.
I don't know, but we'll see.
If you don't know,
Makes
you
no
don't
sense.
know why he's
It's the
That's
whole
just
point of
story
Ahsoka is to
That's
go
just
find
story
Ezra
itself.
and Thrawn. He's
Zero.
back out there. Why isn't Ezra back?
0.0. What would be the point of the Ahsoka show that's going on in the future for them to get up? That Dave has already said that Ahsoka goes and hooks up with Sabine Wren to go find Ezra after this Mandalorian season that's going on. It's time down the road from here if Thrawn's back.
Marco just decides to repeat what I say with like 10,000 more words. But
I didn't listen to you because I was just I was dumbfounded by what they just said. I heard what Dom had said and I went. My brain stopped working. It just stopped altogether. I just couldn't understand.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's go on to the next slide.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Me, please.
Then here comes all the rest of the ties. We get a bunch of tie evaders, ties. Maybe you could have a link here to Thrawn. Maybe
are they defenders? Are they TIE defenders?
it looks like some of them might be tie defenders. It does look like some of them, but remember he gave the tie defenders to the Empire, so
No,
it's
they
not
got
like
blown up. So I mean,
well, yeah, but he did it for while he was working for them. They know about the tie defenders.
aren't those interceptors?
I don't fucking know.
I think those are interceptors. Those aren't defenders.
It looks like there's two different types. Is all I'm saying here.
they all look. Oh, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying looks like there's 3 that are different than the other fucking 9. Is all I'm saying. All right, so that all takes place, and then, but once again, if you read the books, they scavenged all that shit, even all the stuff in storage. That's what I'm saying. So the warlord still. That doesn't mean Thrawn's there. That just means that they took all the shit that was like non-active.
The Empire seems a little bit more giddy up now. There's a lot more going on now, so we're gonna probably be seeing a lot more of.
Creatures are all interceptors.
Interceptors.
Well, remember,
I
there is
think
no
they're
empire yet.
I don't think
We're
they're
seeing the
defenders.
beginnings of the First Order.
Well, she literally said it's a warlord that I was stealing from. That's what she said. That's why I highlighted the thing. It said, "Oh, I've been stealing from a bunch of different Imperial warlords. One of them's coming after me." There you go. Here we go. We get Coruscant. A lot of Coruscant pictures. They show us the little fucking theater.
The theater where Anakin was.
This is where one day Dom hopes his niece is going to end up putting on the play
Yeah, right.
about Plagueis the Wise.
Plagueis the
Bo-
Wise.
Boba the Fett meets Plagueis the Wise one day.
Boba Fett will kill Plagueis the Wise. That will
Yeah,
be,
there you go.
Yep.
And then you get what's his name, Pershing in there giving the speech. He's been rehabilitated. Blah 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 blah. People took. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't mean to do. It was these bad people who had bad intentions for all my
Is
stuff.
it weird that he's given a speech yet he works a menial job in a cubicle? Like,
Yeah,
That
he
was
doesn't even have
crazy.
a name.
Yeah,
Why are they going to see somebody who doesn't even have a name? He's a number.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
This made no sense. No
then
sense.
Dr. Afra shows up. For those people that don't know,
And it was packed. Why are 10,000 people going to see some?
what are you talking about?
if this person looks familiar, it's because at one point somebody, a friend of ours, actually might have said that she was Dr. Afra because she was in a suit and she's a
You have to cover
female.
the
No,
comic.
she was fighting Kang in the microverse. Is where
Yeah,
she
she was.
was.
And now she's fighting King. Yes, she's not. She's
Yeah,
still
never
not
played
Dr. Afra. Either way, then they do this. A leprechaun comes out and starts talking. Hey, you're doing
You
great.
get all the rich,
Uh,
snooty people.
He goes, hey, listen, I don't care. The New Republic. I don't care. This is like, yeah.
This
I
is-
don't care if
This
it's
is
the
getting
Republic
so
Empire.
old.
Yeah,
They
this
did
shit's
this-
getting old.
They did this in the movie. They
Yeah.
did this in the honeymoon book with Leia and Han. We're like, oh,
We get it.
I don't even know who's in
The
charge
lady there on the
anymore.
right,
Doesn't
though, she was in
phase us.
Seinfeld.
Not everybody, by the way, not everybody. Like we understand. Okay, we got the point one time that there might be some people that play both sides of it. We get that, but that's not how everything works here at this point. I mean, come on, like just give it a rest.
And they
Right.
can keep track. They have enough money that they know exactly who's in charge.
100% because you know who you're giving your money to.
Yes.
We do know who we donate our money to. So
That
there
is
you go.
the dumbest thing ever. Rich people know who's in charge.
Yeah.
They
And then we get this one. It was like
Gold-plated Admiral Akbar.
it was bronze. He was
Oh,
bronze.
he got bronze.
He got bronze. Holy shit! Somebody shined that fucking dome. Anyways, he blabs on about some dumb shit. Then we get the fucking Mercury wannabe fucking droid who's turning around.
That's the
Driving
droid that from Makari's first artwork of C-3PO.
Really? I thought it was the Johnny Cab from Total Recall. The way
What'd
it
you
was
think
acted.
when I said the Makari fucking droid? Did you think I was saying that Mercury droid as in the other Mercury droid or the Mercury
Yeah,
3P?
I know.
You mispronounced half the
you
things.
you were so far away from the pronunciation that Dobbs like,
Uh,
what are you talking about? I'm
No,
gonna
I
help
don't
you
think
out
so.
here.
I think he's just waiting.
It's
Which
Johnny
nobody
Cab.
cares that much about, but wasn't looking the right way. Then he gets to this little stock housing thing where they kind of show you, like, as much as they put on the pompous thing of like, oh, we're rehabilitating these people, they just they put them in government housing.
Didn't you get
What?
the same type of feel like Cyril from
Yeah,
Andor?
Andor. Yeah, that dude.
I didn't. I thought it was different. I thought Cyril and Andor, it was just like they were counting numbers.
No, the
As in, like-
apartments, like the setup, like the
Oh
area.
no, I didn't. That seemed like a slum. This seemed like we are keeping an eye on these motherfuckers. This is like there. Do you remember them? There used to be a movie where
Hanging in the
it was,
prison yard drinking their drinks.
yeah, there used to be, yeah, it seems like they're still in jail here. It seems like they're in a camp.
Well, if you
Not a
think about it,
concentration camp, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like World War II, they had some camps where they were, hey, we're all living in
It's
here.
not like
Like the
10,000
Nazis,
layers down on
scientists,
Coruscant.
they had
That's
like
What's
where
that?
they belong.
Side, basically like that. You know,
What you both talked it. What?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
okay,
go ahead.
same
I
time.
figured- What happened?
No, Dom, what did you say?
I was saying that this is like a remnants of what the back in the day the Americans had the Nazi
Japanese. The
scientists.
Japanese camps. The Japanese camps. Yeah.
All right.
Or the Nazi scientists too. Yeah, yeah. It's same thing.
Now, Wayseeker, what were you saying?
I would say
No.
the only thing that didn't make sense to me is why they're not like on sub level 10,000, because that's where you keep track of all your people and that's where all the slums are.
Because
I
they're
don't
not
know.
putting them in the slums. This is like
They
actually,
want to make them feel like
yeah,
They
that's
wanna
not
be
it. Because they
part of
need these people so they can show them off real quickly. We're rehabilitating. We're not as bad as the fucking Empire. Put them back in here and then keep an eye on them.
Holy
They're really keeping an eye on them. That's why they give them numbers too, so they can track them. They get a little speech there. He talks about biscuits, then he gets some biscuits. Oh, we couldn't see where this is going. He looks at it. It's still got the Empire's logo on it. And then he's in there doing his, they're like, hey, look, we got to have you have a remedial task too. So here we go. File all this stuff. You're going to destroy the Imperial stuff. And this is all very testy. And like, let's see if they're trying to get to see him if he'll steal something. And this really felt Office Spacey. Like they're about to steal his stapler and then they're going to move him someplace else. They're going to that one guy I thought was going to ask for a TPS report at one fucking point. I was like, okay, whatever. Then he has this little back and forth. Are you could just tell that something. I thought he was going to turn, like actual turn, which is not kind of what he did. The dark side does have cookies.
Yeah, they do. You know, it's the one thing with the rebuild.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a nicer and happier empire. I think there's a difference. I just think like you can't calculate.
Well,
like they overstretch themselves and can't calculate. You know.
I'm sorry. You know, if you notice, he has a droid that couldn't care less of who he is.
Yeah.
Than an actual person that could actually feel empathy. Droids don't feel empathy. You know, droids like all right.
That's not true.
Well, but not like a human would feel. If you think about it,
risked it for the biscuit.
I don't have to think about it. You're gonna break Jedi's heart talking about
Yeah.
C-3PO like that.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but he's talking like you know, he wants to do his research. You know that.
Yeah, we know that. We know.
I
That.
know, but I think so. So I think some of this shows like, you know, at one point you have to put on a good face to say we're not the bad guys, but you really don't care about the bad guys. And as much as he's like, we're rehabilitating people, but I think it shows like, no, we're not rehabilitating these people. This robot was showing we clearly are just making sure this person's here, that they don't go anyplace else. And as soon as they screw up, we're going to say, yep, see, he was part of the problem with the Imperials. Let's get rid of him.
It's
That's
not
exactly
a mind flayer.
Well, that was a little different. That was a different thing and kind of stupid, but we'll get into that later. So he does the little ear thing. He did this a couple times where he was.
You know why he got shot in the ear
pitch.
in the Book of Boba Fett when Cara Dune shot the guy.
Yeah, I saw that guy kind of say that too. I don't think that's it. It looked more like a tick. It looks like he has a tick. That whenever he was lying, all of a sudden, if you ever notice, whenever he was lying, he started pulling his ear like a programming. You didn't notice it? It was like 4 times, Wayseeker.
I'm laughing at Blue Beetle.
What
Right,
did he
playing poker.
What? Okay, whatever. All right. Yeah, no, Dom, when you actually, if you see this guy, like every time he lies, when he's like, oh, everything's okay, he gets a tick. And it's like a programming tick because he's white. That goes down to a lot of things, including, what was that fucking
He didn't do it when he was on the train. He was like, how about Mondays or whatever the hell she said?
Well, you know what they actually was kind
do
of that they finally that the original Mandalorians that
he's trying to tell a joke.
Yeah.
So they're eating light bulbs. Okay.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice
I get Dom, I'm joking.
Totally
Light up
wasn't
ice
necessary. A lot of this stuff just wasn't necessary.
Yeah, it was. I actually thought this was beautiful. I mean, they did a great job of this.
Force Awakens music.
Yeah, he did some Force Awakens music, which they didn't, I guess, need to do. We got to see a lizard thing. I thought this was really cool. This gives Dom. Look, there's aliens. This guy's pulling out a fucking dragon.
Yeah,
this guy. There's a guy on stilts. Stilt man's back there. There's a guy over here selling light up icicles. He's only got.
I actually like what they're doing.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I don't need all this. I just didn't need it.
I know.
But you're a curmudgeon.
Yeah,
boo you. They give you beautiful things. Yeah, Dom, absolutely. Dom's right. Here you go, Wayseeker.
Move this man.
You pretty things. They try to make your life happy, and you're just, fuck it. No, this was, they did a lot of cool stuff. They didn't fuck it up. They didn't go cheap on this shit.
They didn't actually cheap, but they didn't need it. They could have went cheap. Could have just said we don't need like 45 minutes.
Very important. They're very important.
Shit.
They aren't very important.
They are important to the Mandoverse.
They are not. They are not. Nobody cares about these people. They don't care about the Tuscans. They don't care about these people.
You don't think she's got a bigger this girl Ellie? She's has a bigger plan.
She has a bigger plan, but
she works for Mom. She works for Gideon, who's still out there.
We get it. Yeah, we don't need 45
No.
minutes.
Hold on. No. Wayseeker, hold on now. They gave us an episode where they did move.
Moff Gideon. Go on.
Stop. They moved some stuff around. It's telling you they did hint at Moff Gideon in here. They're showing you who the bads are, and they actually gave you the world build here. Which one of the things we always ask is for world building. They did it, and they did it in a way that didn't look cheap and shitty. Yeah. We didn't get fucking Vespa bike fucking idiots and repair parts. We didn't get fucking stupid ass 80,000 Tuscans, and half of them got brown pants, the other half got blue. We didn't have fucking all the other bullshit that they've done. There was no fucking. I know JJ's probably shitting all over this because he hates anything, but Wayseeker hates people. I get it.
The political part that I love. This is why I loved Andor so much, or what they did with Andor. This is perfect.
Yeah, AOA. Thank you very much. Build the world. Fuck it. Yeah, very good. Anyways, so there we go. Yeah, I get it. I don't think that's what that is. I think they
And
just
this
get.
is so dumb.
Well, this is just. Oh, this is. I actually think this show that she's fucking with this guy. All right.
She
So
didn't
she
even
talks.
know that. You knew that she was the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, Wayseeker, why be so
It's
angry?
cut-
This actually
it's
was a
cut.
pretty good episode, man.
Yeah.
I get it. 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 You like Santa Staros' stupid ass
There we go.
comments. You hate fucking Santa
Look,
Claus.
knows Star Wars. We already knew this, so yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, okay.
Just keep
You're
going
agreeing?
because
With the guy who hates Santa Claus.
you're shitting on Wayseeker here, but I didn't love this.
The sloppy suit. Oh, yeah, Pete, I know you wouldn't love this, but that's all right. So the sloppy suit guys over there going, yeah, we know that you're a criminal, whatever. She says, happy Bindu Day. For those people that don't know, that's kind of like the Jedi. Plus the big, if it's in the Dave universe, if you remember Kanan and Bindu was the big fucking moose spirit thing that they're both happy, whatever. He tried to say that again. It didn't work so well. The droids want to see the tickets. We get a ticket. Where's your ticket?
Here's my first question. Did we need this to be this long?
No.
They literally went through like a dozen fucking cars running away from this droid. We get
it was 2 fucking cars.
No, it was way more than
no,
two.
it was
way
not.
more than 2.
Maybe
It was
3.
Car
Who gives a
after
shit?
car after car. I'm like,
It was like 3 cars. What? It was.
And they couldn't even outrun these droids. That was the worst thing.
it
Like
was just
they kept letting the droids catch up with them, and then they go to the next stop.
It was 3 carts, and then they jumped.
No.
He tried to do the thing.
No,
which
go back.
I'm
Watch it
more
again.
concerned of when
And then
they
he tried-
jumped off the train going 90 miles an hour and landed safely.
I'm not concerned about any of
How the
that.
hell
So
did that happen?
at this point, if you didn't realize this was a setup, if
Watch it
at
again.
this point where she puts out her hand and tells her name again, and says,
cars.
okay, you guys are spending 80 hours on like literally 30 seconds of a TV show.
Dude, we just
If you
spent
did-
30 seconds on it. Not 80 hours. We spent
If you
30
did-
seconds on me
If
complaining
you
about
did it,
it.
if you did,
We
you're
don't
complaining.
wanna-
It's 3 fucking. It was like 3 cars. Thank you. Everybody says it's 3 cars. You're like, it's 50 fucking cars. It's 50 fucking cars. There was 52 cars out. Who gives a shit? It was 3 fucking cars, man.
It's wasting my time needlessly.
Oh no! I thought you had all the time in the world earlier. Oh, everybody has all the time in the world to watch all types of shit on TV. Now your time's fucking valuable. Okay, all right,
This
3
episode
fucking
was
cars.
way too long.
That's
It
not
was.
what I
It could've
said,
been
not what
40
I'm saying
minutes instead
now.
of 57 minutes, and it was good, but it didn't need to be nearly as long as it was.
She put out her hand. If you didn't see this as a setup, hi, my name is. He already knows who your fucking name is. Here we go. We get on there. We get to see the mini lab. Oh, what's that noise? Get out there. Oh, big surprise. She set him the fuck up. They put him in here. This dude's like, yo, we're not the Empire. That's the whole fucking point. He uses this device to
It was
heal.
still the same torture.
Yeah,
I
he
like
says
when
he's
he
done
turned
it
around
before.
and
Mind
the
flare.
trap.
I mean, the
I
thing
like when he
is,
said this is a trap, and the calamari looked.
Yeah, I
the
thought
thing
that
is,
was,
this thing is as bad as it gets. The mind flare. We've seen it in comics. We've seen it in.
we
Rogue
get it.
One.
And then here's when you finally really figure out she's a fucking, like, if you didn't think she was a bad guy before, here we go. He's like, yeah, you're doing a good thing. And then he goes, okay, yeah, we're just gonna help you a little bit. And she goes, ha ha ha, fuck this guy, I'm turning this up on him. Melting your fucking brain.
So why?
And
Tell
I'm
me
gonna
why
eat
she does this.
eat your fucking cookies.
Why
And
does she do this?
Yeah.
What does she
That's a
get
good
out of it?
question.
Why does she want him dead? Why does he matter?
No, it's not that she wants him dead. That she's wiping his mind because he was trying. He wants to help. He's part of the Empire.
he can't.
He
He
gave
can't do
up.
anything now.
Moff
He wasn't
Gideon.
part. Oh, hold on. He was. He
Wait,
never
wait.
actually. He wasn't actually part
He
of the
gave-
Empire.
Remember in Book of Boba Fett, he was telling all the stuff
Nobody
that Moff
remembers.
Gideon did.
Nobody remembers that TV show.
Well, it's important because he was in Book of Boba Fett that he was telling about the locations of all these places. So
No. I don't think that's it. I think that's
he
because
told on Moff Gideon. Moff
no.
Gideon
I
had
think it's
more-
because he knows about Grogu, and Moff Gideon doesn't want anybody who is willing to help out
Yeah.
the Republic.
This is Star Wars, the world where we live in the skies and there's no fucking railings anywhere. She could have just bumped his ass off while they're eating their popsicles. He could have just fell off the railing. Why?
Yeah,
go
but
through all of
This is why. Because she's getting into the good graces. Look, she has the same fucking Sigma that the other guy does. She's now getting the good graces of the Republic, so she'll have more leniency. It's a fucking old ploy that they use in Star Wars, but they used it in this fucking book that we read too. They use it all the fucking time. Star Wars, motherfucker. Star Wars. That's it. All right. What the fuck are we hung up on tonight? Then we get back to Mando. They land on the planet.
Well, that's my point. You're saying how much you enjoyed this episode. I'm like, it was all right.
I thought it was good. No, I didn't say it's like fucking rewrite. Once again, this is a good show. It's a good show. It's not. It's a good. It's not
Well,
fucking Book of
can
Boba
I-
Fett.
Can I
No,
Which is a
say
bad
something
show.
really quick?
it's a good show, but they could have made it better by making it 15 minutes shorter.
Holy
All right,
fuck!
no,
I
wait,
enjoyed it.
Can I say something really quick?
Go ahead, say it, Tom.
After Mando dropped, how people said how bad the writing was to Andor, they finally give a good episode where the writing was really good, and
Jokes for Thrawn.
and it was strong, and now people complaining.
There was no good writing in it.
But
It was
this is the
fine.
problem.
But there was like no
They
good
never-
talking.
Nobody
Nothing
did
that
that.
they said was that good.
No,
In what?
That was good. This was a good episode.
This was
Yeah,
just
no,
because it
it's
was a
not.
good episode doesn't mean the writing was good. The dialogue was not anything.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. If you're saying like this is great and amazing, no. Was it good? For what we're offered, you have John doing this. This is fucking good for John. Like, we got to put this shit on a curve or we're not going to have anything. Yes, this is pretty damn good for this is probably top tier for John's writing. He will not get any better than this. So if you have a problem with this episode, you're going to hate the rest of this show.
No,
Just
I
put it
like-
up for now.
I like the action stuff, the great stuff, but I just didn't need 40 minutes of two characters that I don't care about when they could have been done in like 15, 20 minutes.
All right. Well,
I had no problem with that. Okay, well, hey, I had no problem with any of that shit. I had no problem with it. I thought it was all good.
Well, here's the difference. Just really quickly, you always take things to the extreme. Like, just because they say one negative thing, it's, oh, you hate Star Wars, you hate life, you hate everything. That's not the point. The point
I
here-
wasn't.
Wait, let me finish. The point
Okay.
here is, if you cook me a meal and you oversalt the fuck out of it, I have the right to tell you, dude, you oversalted this. You didn't season this properly.
If you go to,
overwrote this. You
okay.
extended scenes that didn't need to be extended.
hold
You
on.
covered dumb shit that didn't need to be covered. You
Yeah.
made Mando look
Hold on.
like a goof by having Bo
Okay.
Katan save him
Yeah.
twice in
Yeah.
one fucking
Mhm.
episode last
Okay.
week when you didn't
Okay.
need to. It
You
didn't
ready?
serve the story any. You could
Good.
have done it differently.
We've heard this all before. You ready? You ready? You ready? Here we go. Since you want to use food. If you go to fucking Applebee's and after you eat your steak, you go, bitch,
You're calling
this
this
ain't
show
Ruth
Applebee's
Chris.
then.
You
That's what
say,
I'm talking about then.
you say, yes,
You're calling
yes,
this show Applebee's.
yes. You're saying this ain't Ruth Chris. This ain't Ruth Chris. Yes. This is the casual show for all type of viewers. This is what this is. It's a casual show for all type of viewers to
And
enjoy.
if it's a casual show for all type of viewers, then why the fuck are you dragging it out like Wayseeker? And I agree with this episode. Why are you dragging it
are
out?
over. You're going. We're eating at a 5-star. It's
No.
not a 5-star restaurant.
Pete loves salt. That's the thing. So like to oversalt something that Pete likes, that's really hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to
Or
oversalt his
you
food.
gotta really
Exactly.
salt it. Like
And that's
this
my
one.
point.
But that shit
That's
happens.
the larger point here.
That shit happens at Denny's. You go to Denny's, you can't tell them, fuck, Ruth Chris cooks it right.
But you're
I don't-
changing the argument. All I'm trying to say is
I
they're
respect
not
my
doing a
kid
great
enough.
job.
I'm not going to Applebee's with my kid. It might be a family show, but I ain't taking my kid to Applebee's.
Yeah, that's because you don't fucking. I'm worried about your kid. No fucking
No, they
Santa
don't
Claus.
like to go to
No
somewhere
Santa Claus, no
nicer than
Tooth Fairy,
Applebee's.
Maurice the Bunny.
All right, here we go. Let's get back into this.
From
So,
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Who's
so they
taking
land down there.
Applebee's?
Bo still hasn't taken off her helmet. We know where this is gonna go. He gives the water. Oh, how do I know this is the real water? Apparently, fucking, you put water in water, and
Well, it's living water.
okay, it's living water.
Wait a
Sure.
minute, you didn't show what that
Dom, if you don't like what I show, you can cut the shit yourself. It's hard to cut.
Pre-Vizsla, he kind of you didn't go to the living waters.
Yeah.
kind of like being
Yeah, he was being an ass. But my point is, like, by pouring water into water, I still don't understand.
well, it's the water that connects with it. It's Star Wars. There's nothing done this.
All right, there you go. Dom got it right. It's Star Wars. So there she goes. So that's how it proves it. Then she pulls off the, hey, you haven't taken off your helmet yet to Bo-Katan, so you're part of, you're part of the fucking bullshit.
You're in whether you like it or not.
Yo,
Well, yeah, well, you like a lot. By the way, that they still got that shortage on fucking Beskar, but there's the fucking.
But let me ask you a question. Didn't she feel like Homelander when Homelander at the end of the episode when he killed the people and people started cheering for him and he's sitting there? That's what Bo-Katan felt like because she was against this whole cult and now she's part of the cult.
Her home just got blown up.
Yeah,
She had nowhere to
everything.
go.
She has nothing.
Oh,
No,
hold
no.
on.
Everybody
We can get-
abandoned her.
So they say,
It
yeah.
makes sense.
Big that. Okay. Hold on, though. You say she wasn't part of this cult, but we forget she was part of Death Watch before. This is very close to Death Watch. Some of these people
It
probably
broke
part of
off from Death Watch though.
It's pretty similar to Death Watch. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but they took the helmets off. Let me ask you a question. I think by the end of this series or season, all the helmets are coming off because there's no way in hell everybody's gonna be wearing these helmets.
I don't think so.
You don't think they're coming off?
you don't think
It makes
don't
it
think-
so easy for Pablo to be able to do Last of Us and this. It's just
You don't think that when you saw this scene in her head, she's thinking, holy shit, I don't have an army. All I have to do is not take my fucking helmet off around these people.
And now I have an army, and now
And-
she has the mythosaur. She saw the mythosaur. She has the power to become the leader of Mandalore. That's her.
Yes.
Oh,
I know what I was saying last week.
Yep.
Yeah. You get that's
it's
kind of what I was saying last week.
she
And
wants
everybody's
to
like,
help him.
maybe
What
not.
kind of deal?
But we're
I
gonna
agree.
see. We'll see what happens. But I still.
No, I think no, I don't think she believes that much in this cult, but I think she believes, holy shit, I can get myself. All I have to do is not take this.
I
Fucking,
don't
I'm the
even need
princess
the dark
already.
saber anymore. I don't need the dark saber.
All she-
She
She
has
also
something.
wants to bring Mandalore together.
Yeah, she wants to bring Mandalore together.
She does.
So, like, following some stupid rule to help bring
but
Mandalore together.
I don't think it's gonna last. Let me tell you something. I think the helmets are coming off.
No, if she listen, he's not unifying Mandalore right now with the dark saber. She gets the Mythosaurus. She brings him with her. That's bringing the dark saber there, and the Mythosaurus with her. We already saw him in the beginning. You know, this is the fucking thing I keep talking about, where they combine the two of them together. You got little Grogu running around as their adopted love fucking child. Next thing you know, she can uniform they can get all the houses there, and then they can take back over Mandalore.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that, all right, regardless of the fact that her motives or what her motives might be, by the end of this, you think that her, Din, and Grogu will be the leaders of Mandalore? Those three will represent the leader of Mandalore. They'll unite everybody.
I think she's gonna use it for. That's what I said last week. I don't know why this episode
Because
would change my
Grogu
mind.
can tame the Mythosaur. If when the Mythosaur does come out, he's
Oh, I'm not even worried about that.
No,
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That
It better not go that way. We don't need to see this Mythosaur Mandalorian battle or anything like that.
No, I think like the new family in charge of.
You don't want to see somebody ride one?
Oh fuck no! And I don't want to see another
Boba
fucking
Fett will be
Rancor
the only
either.
one to ride it.
Boba Fett's gonna ride it, right? Wasn't he gonna ride it? Yeah, she turns her into the baby daddy. That's right. No, I think they're gonna do the little
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the beginning. I enjoyed the end. The middle
fair.
was just too
Yeah.
long.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, opinion is in assholes. Anyways, yeah, there cannot only be one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
We'll
know why
see.
we bother. I don't know why we bother to give our opinions then. You're
Yeah,
not going to
Oh,
listen to anything.
Pete.
What's the point? What's the point? You're right. You're right. You're
Well,
always right.
Good.
Well,
Thank
if
you.
I'm not
Thank you.
mistaken,
Thank you.
if I'm not
Thank you.
mistaken,
Thank you.
in this
Thank you.
I'm
episode,
good. I'm leaving
they
now.
mentioned
I got to go to fuck to bed.
the
All
alien
right,
race.
Kate, have a good one.
No, I'm going to wait till we're finished. We almost done.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Really quick, if I'm not mistaken, when they were on the train, they mentioned, they mentioned each day, like they had like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and one of the days that they mentioned was the race that founded Mandalore, the alien race that were the Mandalorians in the beginning before Mandalore the Great.
Was
Right?
that where they did it? Where they mentioned the Tugas?
When
Is
they
that
were
what-
talking-
Whatever.
is that during
I
that?
thought they were saying something like Mondays,
No, because
right?
now if they mentioned it, they're canon.
That's
because
where they
they're
said
always
no. That was where they said Bhutan days.
Yeah.
And the
No,
Tongas
no.
has already been canon already,
No,
so I don't know.
no. The alien race that became Mandalore, that was Mandalore. No,
That's the
it was still
Tungas or
legend.
whatever. Yeah, they already mentioned that before. In
I'm
comics.
saying if it wasn't, then it's official. They're canon as the alien race that founded Mandalore.
Okay, so maybe you guys are right now. Now I accept you guys are right. We should have cut 15 minutes out of that shit because I did. That's what we're taking away from that. That's not what the fuck. Okay. Okay.
Is that it? Is there more or is this it?
No, that's it. I mean, that was the end of it, right?
Yeah,
Then they
Yeah,
and they showed the fucking. They show this fucking thing again, and they say how they don't have any Beskar, but this fucking thing sitting. I mean, obviously they just as they that segment that you guys said took too long and may or may not have. Like they kind of fucking. This isn't rocket science what they're doing here, but apparently Thrawn showing up in alien fucking Mandalorian.
Maybe Thrawn saves Grogu this week. Maybe that's what's going to happen.
I fucking don't know.
Great
man.
Seeker, stop it.
Yeah, no. But overall, I'm not saying this is a terrible episode or anything like that. It was fine. Yeah, it was all right. All I'm saying is they dragged some shit out that didn't need to be dragged out. And don't give me world building because, like I said, that train didn't need to be that long. You can say, oh, it was not long.
It was three cars.
It was almost comedic. I'm like, another fucking car. We got to watch him jump to the next car again. And there's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's the end.
Okay. Once again, it didn't. Yeah, I get it.
And
It
then
didn't
it's like,
bother me.
You just
I hear a
drag it
sound.
out.
oh, it's nothing. There's no sound. Keep doing what you're doing.
The sound thing was kind of dumb. Like I said, that was kind of dumb. But listen, we have had fucking Obi-Wan and Book of Fett.
I get it, it's better than that. I'm just saying it's.
But then you're giving me the argument. We've been eating nothing but McDonald's.
I think this is better. I think this is better than. I think this is better. I'll be honest with you. I think it's better than season 2 so far. I think it is. I think it's better than season 2.
I'd have to go back and watch season 2.
Yeah, I gotta think
season 2 was great because of Cobb Vanth. Get that episode. You had the Return of Boba Fett. You had Moff Gideon. You had the Bo-Katan coming back. Ahsoka. There's a lot going on in season 2.
There's a lot going on, but it was sloppy.
What's sloppy?
It's very sloppy. I think if you go back and watch it,
I'm just not sure this isn't sloppy. We haven't even met the bad.
It's Gideon. They just showed us Gideon's assistants there saying Gideon. They said that in their twice that Gideon's sloppy.
We haven't seen him yet.
And
we're going to be hitting episode 4 of what, 8?
But when did you first see him? In the first season when he first came by.
That's the first season.
We had Frog Lady. We had the fucking ice spiders. You guys need to go back and watch that season 2 before you keep telling how good it was, because there was some fucking horse shit in that.
I like Frog Lady.
Well,
that's why. Once again, my level of what my expectation level of this, it's succeeding because you like Frog Lady. Okay, fuck it. I don't fucking know what to say. So Frog Lady's okay, but fucking 3 train cars is a fucking sin.
I didn't say it was a sin. I'm just making my opinion.
I said I'm not talking to you. I talked to Waysinger. You didn't say shit about Frog Lady.
No, Waysinger didn't like the whole
you keep arguing other people's arguments today. Dom says something, you yell at me about it. I say something Waysinger, you're like, I didn't say that. Yeah, you didn't say that. I get that.
Right, what are we doing? We doing Bad Batch? We doing book?
Let's do book. Then we'll do.
You guys go do the book.
All right, see you later. We'll see you on Tech. We haven't decided if we're going silver or we're going modern, but we're doing one of the two. You guys have been enjoying it, so we're gonna keep doing it. So keep posted to Tech. We'll figure that out.
Yep.
We rebounded after doing spices. Holy shit, that was a bad episode. All right,
spice horn.
Yeah, right.
Spicy.
Okay, we'll see you later, Pete.
All right,
let me share my screen here.
How pissed would? Oh, dude, that would lead to a fist fight. You want to see a fist fight at Celebration? If they end up, if Zane gets rewrote Thrawn to save Grogu, if they do that in the show, if they fuck with him, remember he didn't care about even Lucas. Do remember that? Like Lucas has specifically told him not to do shit, and he's like 2 words in a bucket. Fuck it. I'm gonna write the Thrawn trilogy anyways.
That thing too is that Thrawn, as a character Thrawn, he's not even a bad guy. He just chose the Empire because he felt to save his people. So he really wasn't bad because if you really think about it, it was more of his people that he was trying to save. So if that happened, people lose their shit. They would lose their shit if he saved Grogu, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that might be the final mistake John makes.
All right, Marco,
pull up all right. So for those people that don't know, we're talking about what the hell's the name of this book? The Hunters. What's it called? Star Wars Battle of Arena. Yeah. This book right here, a little tiny book, but it had too many pages.
Yeah, it's like 400 pages, but it's really quick.
It is, but they could have cut. They honestly, I think they have a requirement that all these little books have to be 400. Because I think the last one I read with this was, I was like, dude, if you cut out 100 pages of this book, it'd be it's same story. You get the point across faster.
Yep. No. So I tried to give you all something to watch here while we go through this. So the main character of the book is
hold on. The gameplay hasn't come out yet in the US, but there's other ways to get gameplay. Just
it's in soft launch, right?
Yeah.
So it is not out. It is not a global release. So I clipped some stuff from the game so you can kind of see what the characters look like, and also we'll see a little bit of the game to see what they do. I didn't do like all the characters, like who they are, but this is Reeve. Reeve's the main character of the book. In the game, you don't know her backstory, and so the book is really just a big part of the book is filling out her backstory. She's the main character. You can kind of see what she kind of does.
But so I would say it's like a level 3. If you're a level 3 reader, you can probably read this book. It's a little bit long for you, but it's not like a kid book. But yeah, it's a very young reader's book.
Yeah. No. And so in the book, like what is happening, and we'll just go through the characters. Gabala, what's her not Gabala, but Belanda the Hut, whatever, one of the huts. Sets up an arena on Vesperana. It's a planet out in the Outer Rim that she kind of discovered. And so what she does is she creates all of these different arenas and has 16 different hunters as part of these arenas where they face off on teams of 4 of 4. So there's 2 groups. There's that face every night, and you kind of get assigned randomly to your group. And every character has a persona that either is somehow tied to you or they build for you. And so Reeve's persona
is called Hunters, John. It should be coming out soon.
So the book is up prior to the game, yes. I would think maybe in Celebration we'll get some news on this one. But she is supposed to be a Sith Lord. And so her persona is Sith Lord. As we learn in the game, and we'll talk about it a little more, she's really new to the Force. And so we did that one. Her counterpart, who they made, because if they have a Sith Lord, you have to have somebody who, is the light side, is J3DI, a Jedi droid. And this Jedi droid has read all of the Jedi texts, which there weren't any at the time. That part didn't make that much sense, but whatever. And is programmed to be, the typical
So pretty much all these characters, they create characters to balance the other character out because it's all wrestling. Think about it as professional wrestling. These people, that's just what this is. They're doing it to put on a show for entertainment. So, yeah, and they download this guy. They make jokes all the time about how he doesn't say stuff right because it was downloaded long or blah, 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 blah. But,
yeah. And so he's the opposite, He's got the lightsaber deflect abilities. And
in the game, in the book, he's very annoying.
Can pull you, and he's really annoying. He never says, "May the Force be with you." Maybe he always has some different variation. And his special move in the book in the arena is he just does this lightsaber twirl and takes everybody out. So
in the book though, she has anger issues, and he actually goats her. He's more of a defensive character and goats her all the time. And she ends up losing all the battles because the time runs out or whatever her objective was, gets screwed. So,
yeah, it was a nice dynamic. Another character, I didn't do character profiles for all of them, just for some of the main ones from the book, and also characters that I think are more interesting.
This didn't make sense. So this guy just walks around with 2 legs or 2 arms from a robot. Is that what it is?
Yep.
That's his weapon.
His weapons are robot arms. He was a professional hutballer. Before he joined the arena, he's your typical dude who just
Wookiee,
a frontliner who has lots of hit points and can take all the hits. And so this one's for Wookiee. This is why Wookiee liked this book, is you kind of get a cool Wookiee, kind of smashes things around. Somehow it magically has a boulder appear. That's kind of his stick, and he throws a boulder at things, and that's kind of what he does. But I thought his character was pretty good.
I thought in the story too. Yeah, they did a good job in the story. Also, they don't. A lot of times because they don't translate it because there's nobody who can translate what he says. So he uses a lot of motion to point stuff out. You can see it. He has a big part in the book. I thought they did a good job explaining him and how he works. So
yep. And then I put one more here, which we know, and Amara Vex, we know from the comics, the bounty hunter that has been in all of the Crimson stuff. So we know that, surprise, she lives from what happens in, the coming episodes. And afterwards, she goes out on her own and becomes a hunter. And so
that's an interesting thing about the book, about the droid getting the midichlorians, because at one point he references kind of like that he does. He says it's weird. It's weird. It's kind of like an old thing about who was the other robot that felt like they were force sensitive? Wasn't there? I felt like there was a robot before that felt or a droid felt they were force sensitive before. Wasn't there? Is that
R5?
R5. Is it R5?
Skippy the droid from
Skippy
Tail.
the droid, yeah. They kind of hit on it there too, gave like a reference to it. But he was just downloading with weird shit.
Yep. And yeah, I didn't put all of them, but you have other characters and who they're supposed to be.
So Sorok is in this because they only use a certain amount of characters with her because the teams are built on what, 6 characters?
There's 2 teams of 4. So
2 teams of 4. So they focus around.
We kind of meet them all at the end. They all come together, right?
Yeah.
So we don't see Skora until the very end, but that's Skora's a Rodian. Zania is one of the characters that we see quite a bit who goes out and hangs out with Amaravex, and so she's your typical healer, rebel, hero character in there. Utoni.
The Otonis were like in the book, just got their asses kicked like 99% of the book, and then steal a speeder. So like
that's it.
I don't know how their gameplay is, but it didn't make you want to play those characters because it pretty much means you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah. Sentinel is a heavy gunner. This character came up a couple times.
That character, the more they developed that character in the book, the better he became. But in the beginning, he was kind of shit.
Yeah, I agree. Slingshot is another character that came around. He had a different name. I can't think of his name, but they called him that, and they also call him Slingshot. He rides around in a Droideka Speedster.
Raka or whatever his name is.
Yeah. And so that's kind of his thing.
He looked like they were going to use him a lot, and then it was like he was fucking sparsely used in the book, so didn't really hold this one.
And Sprocket didn't really appear much in as well.
They just reference Sprocket all the time because he built the Jedi droid. So
yeah, he's the one that built the Jedi droid. He's kind of does all the machines and drones in the game. Those are the characters that are in the game currently. There's a bunch of other hunters that were mentioned, which I mean, those are probably the hunters that they'll add over time as the games do. One of the characters we do know is coming, and it was also in this book, was the Mandalorian Aaron Tull. Didn't play a big part, just kind of showed up at the end. But you will see a Mandalorian. Yeah, and then I put the other 3 main characters that you need to know for this book is
I liked Blood of the Hutt.
Blood of the Hutt. Yeah.
Because Blood of the Hutt kind of showed, they write Hutts a lot of times as like almost always the same. It's like the board of Hutts, right? Always like that, where Blada runs a planet that she just found, and she like realizes how it runs. Like, okay, dude, I'm gonna run Sin City, but I'm gonna run it to make a profit. And yeah, these people work for me; they're my employee. I thought they did a great job with that character. They really did. Now, Dak, I don't understand that, and I don't understand why they called him Durasteel. I know that was that a reference joke to fucking what they used to make the Mandalorian armor out of, and now.
I just think that was his arena name back in the day.
That was but it was like an Easter egg thing, but it was stupid.
Yeah. And Rothwell, every hunter has a trainer that keeps them safe and makes sure gives them information, all of that. Rothwell was Reeve's trainer.
Spoiler alert: if you read the first 50 books, or 50 pages, what's going to happen with Rothwell.
Yeah, it was, but it's a kid's book, so I don't mind. Like,
I don't think these people are going to read it. Spoiler alert: that's the big bad.
Yeah.
It is. It turns out to the big bad.
Rothwell's the big bad, and so I mean, a lot of the book. I'm just going to show some video while we're talking. Gets it like all of the different types of battles that they do, and we see Reeve training and getting accustomed. It starts with her pretty much day one becoming a hunter, and I thought. Adjusted, and so she loses a lot. She makes a lot of mistakes. She's definitely the newbie. They pick on her, all of that. In the game, you have what's brawl, and that's where pretty much here you have to get 20 kills. There, it's last one standing type of deal in the book. But
what I thought was kind of cool was they were using the characters and they're using the backstories of the characters to explain gameplay in the actual game, which. So even when you told me that, because I was like, dude, what's it about? And you're like, oh, it's about the game. It's like playing the game. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be horrible because it could go horribly wrong. Usually if you're going to write a book that's on games, you do backstories, but you don't do it's like part of the cutscenes. You don't do the actual gameplay and how the gameplay works. But they actually did gameplay. Like Brawl's one of them. What's the next one? Defend and Conquer? Is that what's is going to come up next?
I think so, yeah.
Like they went through the game. There was a lot of the book that actually went through, and they sporadically did it so you would see how gameplay is. You'd see how healing works. They explained how they used the Hutt bandages, and that's why you didn't actually die for stuff. they explained how like tactical stuff would work in the game. And I've never seen
locations. I thought was pretty cool. You know, like how much work that they put into building all these locations.
I didn't see the gameplay till this, but the description in the book, capture point. They explained this. They explained how capture point was one. They actually did capture point at least 2 times in this book. And how there's the high points. Oh, that's really cool. This is I'm seeing some of this for the first time too, and this is exactly how they were explaining it in the book. So it was really good that they were able to explain in that way. I thought, at least.
Yeah, and I think Mark did a good job with this book, like getting through.
He did.
Promoting the game, like you know, I think he did a good job with character building. So basically,
we did say she wasn't a Sith, right?
Yeah, she's not. She's
just a Force-sensitive person.
She has a Force-sensitive history and doesn't know how to control it. Basically,
yeah, she was an orphan who. Yes, huh?
She's an assassin. She's just like a
Force-using
assassin.
No, that's that's how it's the WWF thing. So it's a fake character. She came up with they're like, oh wait, you're angry all the time, and you can use a little bit of force because she can use force. She doesn't know how to use it, but she can use it to push and pull and stuff like that. She's just not like fully developed. And they're like, well, that's a Sith character because you're angry. Yeah, go ahead.
Where does this take place?
Some planet that the Hutt took over. That the Hutt
in the timeline.
It's New Republic, Mando
New Republic.
area.
Yeah, just beginning of Mando area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so, like, this is Tatooine here.
So by the way, whenever they make the payout things where you pay to play stuff, they could use Mando characters. Is that what you're asking, Dom?
Yes.
You could see Mando characters show up. You could see Speeder Bike kids show up.
They'll add Mando.
They're going to add things up. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, this is to capture the point. Yeah,
and
you got
she grew up in what's that town that Corellia, Coronet City.
Coronet City.
She was an orphan, abandoned, did a lot of underground jobs, got in trouble because she used the Force. She didn't really understand what it was, but she, was Force sensitive, and that was how she was so good at being an underground, courier of sorts, and actually took out the main drug cartel. And didn't know how she did it because she didn't understand the Force. She went off and she went running. And so she runs away and she goes to Nar Shaddaa and she joins and becomes the lead singer of a punk band or something along those lines.
A grunk band, but it's the same thing, punk band.
Yeah,
because you know what I liked about this book lately? The Star Wars books have had major stoppages in their action to do relationship, like oh, I think that person's hot or that, and they had the opportunity to do that in here, and they didn't. They went the opposite route. It was nice. Yeah, it's towards kids, so they did a little bit of the Gem and the Hologram bullshit or whatever. But it's a kid's book, you know what I mean? So you can expect that. They did the inner. I don't know if I'm good enough, but you expect that type of stuff in this type of book, and they didn't dwell on it at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is Escort 2, where she'd always separate from the Escort. Okay, so
Escort is where you have to follow this payload. One team is trying to deliver the payload to the other side. The other team will stop you from it. So here in the gameplay, I'm trying to deliver it. So you move with it. This is Xania. She's a healer. So my job is just to keep my teammates alive and let them do all the damage. So, but it's fun. And it's fun to see this, and Rebe was so bad at this because all she wanted to do, because she didn't know how to work with a team, was to beat Jedi, the droid. Yeah. And so she pretty much ruins her team because, she destroys Jedi, but
that's part of her growing pains and learning how to use the Force.
Yeah. It was a good way of integrating the game and her character development.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Is this going to be a free to play game, or is this going to be
free to play? Yep. Okay. I mean, you can pay for.
So there's going to be pay. It's going to be microtransactions, or at least
microtransactions. A lot of the transactions in the game so far are based on skins. You want different skins and different things for your character. Typical way of doing.
See, I said that too. That it is a little bit like the neck to the thing and the death and the snapping of all the body parts was a little bit. I had one of my kids was start. She asked if she could read some of it, and I let her just to see if she could, and she read about a paragraph, And then I was like, okay, well, we won't be reading the rest but you did a great job. Because
And the last game mode in the game book.
Oh, so they do have hunt ball because
Hunt
ball seems pretty fun. It seems like it could be
fun. I have played people here and they didn't know what they were doing. Hunt ball, you can't really do anything except have the ball and throw it in. And so like there's some of these levels have.
Yeah, it's like everything else. What was the one that had what the hell is, like, they had a movie about this where you just pretty much same thing. Yeah. There you go. Everybody understands how this shit works.
So like some of these modes you don't care about killing, you just want to get the ball. So I'm like, I don't just kill me so I can get my health back. But it was fun. And so as Marco alluded, as the book goes on, we find out that her trainer is the big bad. It's the people that, she ruined on her main town of Corellia. He's been trying to get his revenge for quite a while, and he figures out when he sees an ad of her to come meet these hunters that this is the person that 15 years before or whatever, 10 years before, ruined his life. And so
the only thing I didn't understand was the timeline, because somehow he really quickly set up an underground fight club, like a violent ass underground fight club, which was interesting. But
yeah, I didn't understand that either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you did 400 pages, you could have cut out 100, and you could have made a couple more things more specific. But all in all, the book was okay. I actually was more interested in playing the game after reading the book, so I hope that on Celebration they do come out with it. And I would not be surprised if they do some more, more diverse content with it, like even maybe doing a comic book, or another, like, more pictures, because they did have pictures in the book, but it wasn't a picture book. So I would be surprised if they link something else up, depending on how well the game does, to try to get more stuff in there. Hot take: this game is cheap slop. It's free, dude.
It's free to play phone game.
Yeah.
Like, you can only expect so much, and that's fine.
Yeah, what do you want out of a free-to-play game?
Like, that's what we need, though.
It'd be like a free-to-play Halo. This is what this is.
We need Jedi Survivor, and we need these. Like, the reality.
Yeah, because Jedi Survivor is coming out in a little bit too. So,
like, you can't have all games be Jedi Survivor because they take 75.
Oh, dude, Star Wars Galaxy, whatever, that thing is. They need to get rid of that. They need something to replace it because it's. They
do. That game has been out forever.
All right, what did you enjoy? Oh, yeah.
We talked about this a little bit, but yeah.
Like I said, they could cut out 100 pages. I thought her character was fine. It's there. This is cut and paste stuff. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. One character I hope for them to revisit.
Yep. They always do that. They always have like a game, and then they take one of the characters in the game and they use it in a different project, right?
I don't know. Maybe the Wookiee was kind of like, if you did I hope if they would do something with one of them in underground fighting pits, like if they took the Wookiee and then you find out how he gets the droid arms, I think that would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah. No, I think the Wookiee is great. I think Zaina will be the interesting one too. Because
will Red Division have a guild? We could do that.
Maybe. I don't know how it's going to work with guilds, but at some point I'm sure they'll have guilds.
Yeah, sure, so. We can do that. That sounds good, Ruben. We should do that.
I'm a gamer. I'll be playing it. I'll try to stream this when it gets released.
I'll do it too.
It's fun. It's not really a game where you can like play for. I mean, most matches take like 4 minutes.
808. What are you talking about? There's Waysinger, me, and JJ. So yeah, and then there's Pete, who will just be like, I haven't got to it yet, but there's time to watch and play everything. So
yeah,
but yeah, no, we'll definitely get together.
Yeah, no, I thought it was one of the better kid books that they've come out in a long time. Like he said, they didn't put a lot of relationship stuff in there. That wasn't part of it. It was focused really on one character. It wasn't like a ton of characters. Like some of the kids' books for the High Republic still had like 20 characters. They had one main character, one big bad. And you got to see a character come into herself and get more confidence and grow. Like that for a kid's book, that it had a meaning. You could kind of pick it up. And it was, I don't know, it was fun. So that I thought was pretty good.
Well, you know what, so I guess it'll be a world play game, and they'll keep building, like you said. They'll keep building on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Remember they had the game on the phone and they had Dr. Aphra in it. They had a couple other things. They kept adding characters into it. It was
Galaxy of Heroes or whatever.
Galaxy of Heroes.
They still play. That's the only game out for Star Wars. Like, I still feel like Uprising was the best mobile game for Star Wars that they came out with, but it was really in depth.
Yeah.
But I think Uprising is one of those books that I want to do a review someday of it, or one of those games I want to do a review. There's JJ at the very end.
JJ, what up?
What's going on?
We just finished the book review.
Oh, okay.
We had some gameplay we highlighted from it for the game.
Oh, cool.
But no, I mean, of the mobile games, Uprising is, I think, the most important that they've come out with in the last bit. That was a fun game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's where, like, we've seen some of those characters in that Monsters and Myth book, like the Night Sister story. Some of those were in there. There's some others they've drawn. What's her name from the Bounty Hunter series was also in that book.
Well, the one that's in the Hidden Empire. She was part of the Kira's group.
Yeah.
JJ, quick question: how much did you hate Mando this week?
It wasn't that bad. Actually, it was a decent episode, but I don't know. I still fear for the whole season as a thing. I don't know. They seem kind of directionless still, but I don't
At least
know.
there's not
Like, I
frog
didn't really
ladies.
care for the whole. Huh?
I said at least there's not frog ladies and ice spiders.
And give it some time. But like, I really didn't care for like I don't care what
Episodes
happens
left.
to Pershing or like.
Yeah,
Like, I get what they're doing and they're building back, but like, I don't know. Like, give me
All
the
right,
story I'm in there for, you know.
Yeah. That's not true, AOA. I'm probably better at you than gaming. So, Ruben would also like us to start a guild. Like
AOA has to be. This is AOA's character, though. Like, AOA has to, say.
I don't think AOA can.
I want to see AOA and Lopez play and see how Twitch like that would be.
Lopez. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we do have.
I'll play it
we
when
have
it's on the
deck.
Switch.
Yeah, I will too.
I can't
when
play
it
on my
hits the
phone.
Switch. Yeah, I'll play it on the Switch. I think this. Hold on. So we also got to talk later. We'll do Bad Batch, and we got to talk about the card game because we've all bought it now. So, and we wanted to see who else.
Dom didn't buy it, but me, you, JJ, and Pete.
Oh, I got great stories too about tracking down this fucking thing. You're basically you're fucking card people. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? As I said, it didn't get any better. Fucking balls and hot pockets, bro. But we will continue later. Let's get into Bad Batch.
All right, Bad Batch. This was a filler episode, but I thought it was a good filler episode. Like, this is fine when you have character development as part of
almost like a reset. Yeah,
but as we get in this, I wonder if this is the long-term plan. So we'll talk about that.
Please do.
Coming up. So this one is Pabu. It starts out with Fee taking on a mission. I'm like, oh no, this is not what I wanted. This
looked really bad. I was worried about this. When this first showed up, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, I thought this was bad. He's Crowder, they're going for this artifact. As you see here, he tries to kill her with poison. She knows that. Then he sends a spider. Hunter sends a knife through it. Ends up killing it. A big brawl bros out. I really liked that Omega went back for the credits. It's kind of building off of her character that she's really concerned about money. Because, like, multiple times this season, she's really worried about the treasure. So, like, they got not only the treasure, but she comes back out with the credits. I thought that was a nice little addition to kind of went with the character of it. They get back on the ship. They have a little heart-to-heart about, what about Omega being a kid? Like, you can train her to be a soldier all you want, but she needs to also be a kid. She needs someone to play with, which leads into this conversation with Sid. And they find out that they've been ducking Sid for 20 rotations now. And it's like, Sid's not somebody you want to have on your bad side. Like, you finally figured out that she's never on your side, but you don't want to be on her bad side. So what kind of plan do you got? Which I thought was interesting way of opening up Fee's character, and it made me really like Fee. Like, I think Jedi's gonna be mad that characters are like liking Fee. I mean, Dom thought Fee was gonna be the evil one, but
Yeah,
I kind of think Fee's gonna be the good one now.
Fee does kind of turn around here too, and it was like them leaving makes more sense now when they did this. But
Yep, yeah,
thank God they're moving along.
they
with the
are,
story.
and they did a lot to redeem this character in one episode.
they did.
They go to Pabu. This is an island, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I couldn't tell if there was a relationship, but this is where all of Fee's artifacts go at the top of this temple on the island here. She stores it here, and as she's found out, they're mainly to save culture.
Which is
It's not like these artifacts are worth a lot of money. They're mainly the people of the island and their last remnant of their culture.
Yeah, and I actually, when I saw this episode, I was like, you know what? She's actually doing a good thing. She's actually, even though she's a pirate, she still has her like
Robin Hood.
Values. She values people's lives and stuff like that. Which, you know what? It's kind of cool. It's like you would think that she's bad, and then all of a sudden she comes out being like this, which
She's the opposite. She's opposite of Sid. Yeah.
She's opposite of Sid. She's opposite of Afra. Like, it's good to see them not like keep the storyline of the same type of character. When you have them do the same thing.
Absolutely.
And then she introduces them to
the mayor,
the patriarch, the mayor, and his daughter. That's Shep and Lyanna. Lyanna, you think they're related? I mean, she calls her aunt. I don't know. I was wondering.
You can call people like you grow up with somebody around somebody as your kid. You call that person.
Yeah.
But you definitely see I was wondering maybe there is some sort of story there.
No, she may be like her. They'll probably come out with a book about her past. Because you think about it, it's a new character.
We'll turn it into another Aunt Kira situation.
Yeah, no, not Aunt Kira. No.
I can see, if her character is kind of intriguing now because you want to know what she's about.
You do. You kind of want to know how she got here. I would like to know how she got here, how she cared so much about these people. Like, it's a good way of building on it. You see Omega then get to be a kid, which was kind of nice. Again, we've saw this a little bit in season 1 with the Hera episode, right?
Right.
And we haven't really seen it since the Hera episode. And so nice to see, taking a break and Hunter realizing that, maybe this is what she needs, right? Maybe she needs a place to settle down, a place for them to get away. Maybe the war is not what they need. And now that, Echo's not there, it makes more sense that this is a possibility.
To stay at Pirate Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So you see Shep here talking to Enta. And it was just a good way of showing that, Shepard knows all of his people. Like, cares about his people, knows his people. And they're like, and they've never seen this before. They've never seen a ruler that actually cares about people, too. Like, this has got to be so foreign to them as clones, where nobody took any care about who they were, especially they're the Bad Batch. They even had less care about them. And they're like, oh, wow, we have a mayor here that actually cares about these random people and knows all of their names. It's like going to the bar Cheers or whatever, and for the first time. And, that's kind of got to be foreign to them. And I think that was a big draw for each of them when they saw this. You got these Munyas. I like the Munyas. These things were cool.
Yeah.
Cool little kid thing. Better than Ewoks and better than all that other stuff that they come out with.
I just like that in both things. They actually neither episode was like dark in the background. You could see these without having to fucking put all the blackout shit. It was actually a good week for not having to use their blackout curtains. Yeah, just to let you know.
They get the feast, and Wrecker's finally able to say he's full, and then enjoy some more. It was good to see. They go out on their boats, and you think everything's going to be good. You're kind of like wondering where though this episode's going to go. Is it just going to be kumbaya the whole episode? You find out here they see the lights and how pretty that is over the bay.
There's a question: do you see a little romance brewing between Tech and her?
I think so. I mean, we got the hint earlier in the episode when you said, who's that? You got competition. So I think we do see some settling down maybe here with Tech and Fee.
Oh, chicken bow bow.
The crazy thing is, we talk about that who's dead and who's this war. Who the hell knows? Maybe they just settle down and you don't.
Maybe they just settle down. I think that. What if that's
like the farmer clone?
Yes.
You never know.
What if this is the end of season 2? Like they have one more big mission. They got to go get Crosshair, and then they just settle here, and this is the end. Nobody dies. Maybe Crosshair dies. I don't know, but whatever. None of these people die, and they just live.
Crosshair is going to sacrifice himself so they can stay here. That's what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to live out.
And that would be the very end of the show.
Yeah.
You see the monkey.
What episode is this again? I'm sorry.
There's
12.
There's 3 more.
This is 13. There's 3 more episodes.
3 more. Okay.
2 more.
Yeah.
3.
Yep. And so maybe this is the very end, and this is the exit plan. And if so, it makes sense to me that this could potentially be an exit plan.
Or they burn this motherfucker down.
Or that happens too. One of those could happen. They get caught out in the water. You see the tidal waves coming. Everybody's panicking with the walls breaking in, the water receding. They get stuck out there. Hunter, the group splits up. Hunter goes after just to get Omega and Liana, who are running back. You got, again, the team working together here with Fee and Tech as they release the ladders so that people can get back up. See them helping people in the relationship blossom. And Wrecker and Shep then go get all the people that are remaining down below so they can save the day. Hunter barely saves them.
Did they explain
what?
The wave thing? Did I miss it? And did they explain the wave thing?
It's
how has it been living here this whole time and this hasn't happened?
It's like an earthquake. So have,
I get that.
Tsunami.
But is it
every 30 years?
Is it apparently a super rare occurrence? Because they built this whole society here, but didn't
They said it hadn't been.
Apparently
it's been
know
over
that this could
30
happen.
years. So I guess it happened.
30 years. Okay.
It's happened before.
30 or so years. Happened before, but not regular type things.
But this one was bigger. They said
years.
It was a bigger one. That's another thing too. This island could get destroyed because they're probably around the system.
I think what's going to happen is Hunter and what's his name are going to sacrifice themselves. Tech's going to get that, and he's going to adopt little baby. What's her name around there? She's going to have a play date, and then we're going to have Wrecker moving stuff around to rebuild the city at the end of the season. And that's the end of Bad Batch. There you go.
I'd be okay with that.
Because you got to sacrifice, right? And
someone's got to go.
We know that Hunter's going to sacrifice himself. I mean, it's just a Star Wars thing, and we know that it's going to malfunction, and there's going to be the Hunter versus the what's his name showdown, and
so are they going
to go ahead?
Are they going to rebuild on a different planet that doesn't have gigantic rogue waves that can apparently destroy?
No,
they're rebuilding here in the same spot.
Yeah, sure, they will.
They want to rebuild here because the Empire doesn't care. Like these are all people that don't want anything to do with the Empire. And
have you ever heard of the state of Florida before, JJ?
Every 5 years,
those fucking people moving.
I think be more like Ord Mantell.
There's a blob of seaweed that's about to fucking engulf that whole state. Not one of them gives 0 fucks. They're all staying there.
Monster, dude.
Their houses last monsoon season fell into the middle of the water. Nobody gave a shit. They just built more apartments. I mean, come on.
And they all say they're going to stay.
Yep, there you go.
That was the episode. It was a good
Hunter's
episode.
going to die.
I really enjoyed this one. I thought they did good character development. They potentially gave us a way of ending the series.
They did.
While redeeming Fee.
Which is good. It looks like they're finally moving this fucking thing along, which is what we've been needing because it had gotten a little stale.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think they end the series, and I don't think that this society or whatever makes it out of the end of the season.
Okay.
For them. I think they leave before the end of the season.
I'm hoping that they end it, and this is the end.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be a very good ending, for one.
What would you like, Jay? Give us your ending, JJ.
Well, okay. So you've got very little use out of Crosshair this season. So you're gonna have like a redemption storyline. What are you gonna do? Like jam it into like an episode?
They're
or
gonna
two
do
here
it.
at
It's
the
gonna be
end?
2 episodes. It's gonna be 2 episodes. It's gonna be the
Didn't they
redemption.
say there's going to be like 3 seasons of this?
No,
Ho-
they haven't
ho-
said
no,
anything.
They didn't say anything.
No.
Which I think if there was, they would have
No.
said.
You
it.
think Star Wars Celebration they'll mention the 3rd season?
If there's going to be a 3rd season, they will mention it there.
I think it's,
Hold on, let JJ finish.
I think it's
would
gonna
hope they
get.
don't.
I think it's gonna get Clone Wars, where it's gonna end on a not so great season, and then like 3 years from now, when Dave Filoni gets bored again, he'll be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he's
I should
gonna
go
come
back and finish
touch it
that
up
whole
again.
Bad Batch thing." Yeah.
I think that's why there's so. I think there's so many.
Remember, this reminds me so much of season 6 Clone Wars.
But this is
That's
so
the
long.
way
This
it's
season's
going.
so fucking long, though. This season's so fucking long.
No, it's not
It seems-
shorter than last season.
No,
Hey,
that's
last
16.
season was so fucking long.
16.
Both of them
They're
are
both
16 episodes.
They're both 16.
Was it 16?
This just seems long as shit.
16 episodes.
Because they're not
seem
fucking
really
doing
long.
anything. They've had like nothing but filler except for like 3 episodes. This
That's
season.
what.
Like,
I'm just saying. Like, I don't think. Like, I think eventually, like, how much longer can you go on? There's nothing
I mean,
left.
for something that's going to have a total of what's 16, 16? My
32.
math's terrible. 32.
32. Yeah.
For something that has 32 episodes, I feel like they've done jack with this series. Like,
I
I,
don't
mean,
think you're
we're
wrong.
just now getting out of the.
No, I'm
we're
not
just
saying
now
you're
getting
wrong.
under the thumb of.
I'm not saying you're
getting
wrong.
out from under Sid.
Right. I'm just saying.
Just
I don't
now
think
getting out from under Sid.
I just don't think there was a big game plan. I think the big game plan is like, let's do 2 seasons. How can we stretch that out? Here we go. We're good. I think like the expectation. I mean, I don't think we've had that. Has anybody had that great domicide? Has anybody had that great expectations?
The crazy part, the reason why I don't think it's going to end the way we think it's going to end, like as the whole series, is they've already introduced just in the last couple episodes weird stuff that we don't know any. Like what's up with the Camamoans like coming back?
They've done this all,
like
they've done all 2 seasons though. They continually introduce things that they never go back to. It's
I
part of the
know.
way
So
the writing is.
that's why I don't think they're going to end it.
I just think
I think it's just going to.
Because I think it gives. I think Dave. It gives him resistance. So now he can do some other thing.
I think it gets renewed. I think we get a 3rd season.
Of what?
I don't think.
No.
I don't think AOA
I
is
think it's
wrong.
Clone Wars.
We
I
don't.
think
Okay.
Disney comes in and be like, "Yeah, no more of that," and then
I don't.
later,
We
they'll be like,
don't.
finish
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think that might be an option, JJ. But right now, I think this is hard stop for a while. I think it's like, okay, cool. We got this content out there. We needed something out there on the old Disney Plus. We got you to do something.
Let's do Tales of the Jedi because that's
Like
people want
Tales of the Jedi was
more.
a home run. They're shorter, takes less time, and we can put out 1,000 more. Yep. Does this make you upset that Omega and Boba Fett will never have a kid?
I think a 3rd season is coming. I think there'll be a 3rd season. They'll mention it.
So that why would
I think Dom's right. I don't know if it's right away, but
what would a 3rd season involve though? Let
me tell you something. What can you say? Remember, this still takes place. There's 20-year gap between this and Return in
That's fine. They just don't need to be these characters.
Hold on.
Fill that gap.
Not what I asked you.
well, you asked what they would do. You asked what they would
What
do
would
with
they
the
do?
3rd season. The answer
Yeah,
is
what would they
simple.
do?
It's they'd finish the fucking storylines they've started so far.
But but it seems like it's getting to a climax already. Like they
so
found
much
someplace.
stuff they can actually do. They
I'm
can
asking what they could do. I'm asking like they have not given us a ton. Can we agree that in these 2 seasons they haven't exactly given us a ton of shit? Correct.
Right. It's been aimless.
Listen,
Okay.
you could have episodes of the Shadow Collective. You have more running out there. You could have
There's not. It's the Bad Batch. You're not getting that. That's a different show, Dom. That's a
I'm
different
just saying,
show.
good.
No, you can't.
They don't need to invent new storylines. They need to cap off what they've already started.
Right. And what I'm saying
That's all
is,
they need to do.
what I'm saying is, we've got whatever you want to say. They took not Hunter. What's the other one? What's the sharpshooter? So what's his name again?
Crosshair.
So Crosshair. They pulled him out last episode. They're reprogramming him right now. We've already seen they're moving away from all clones. They're speeding that up. They look. There's not much left.
Last episode is called.
What's it called?
Order 99 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the Uprising. They already gave us the title of it. It's the opposite of 66. It's the 99. We're getting the Clone Uprising or something along those lines. Like, we don't exactly know what it's going to be, but that's the end. Like, what
the title wave is what? Yeah, I mean, I think that's once again, and they're going to do the basics of redemption, the sacrifice of Hunter, the redemption of Longshot, And who gives a shit what his name is? He's been
That's
on
the
three.
X-Men.
He's been on 3 fucking episodes. He's been the big bad for fucking ever, and only 3 episodes has he ever showed up in the whole all 32 fucking episodes.
Sounds like Moff Gideon to me.
Yeah, same shit. Moff Gideon. Yeah, what the fuck? Can we see a bad guy every once in a while, like a threat?
Moff
Like
Gideon
Crosshair.
could be-
No, what we got Crosshair? What 2 episodes out of 16? Right. What do we have him on? 4 last year, 5, whatever.
He was in more last year. I don't
He
remember
had him
how
on a
many,
lot,
he was in
but
more.
We was with the crew, and then he left. So
Yeah,
he
my
had him
point
on a lot
being,
more. But
He was with almost.
once he joined the Empire, you only had him on there like 4
Omega's an acolyte. Yeah, I just think this is a good spot to just fucking end it. Just fuck this show. Like
you're saying, this series is so good that you want to be over with. Is what you're saying.
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying it's a mediocre show. It's not Resistance.
It
It's
is
better than
mediocre,
Resistance. Yeah, so let's go. Let's move along. We're
It is
good.
better than Resistance.
Listen, they should
It's not a
make
bad
a
show.
new
It
animated
doesn't have
series
any
coming
point.
soon. That's it.
Yeah, it doesn't have any point.
It's-
We've proven that he can do these shorts. He can do these shorts, animated series that is more interesting and people give a shit about. So he has enough work.
Can he though? We've only had a little bit of that though.
Have the 2
One thing that
JJ? Hold on,
This
JJ.
is gonna be a horrible comparison. He reminds me a little bit, at least lately, a lot lately, of Abrams, and that like you can't finish it, and you can't finish it right. Like
Oh
I don't know
no!
why.
I don't think
Like
that's
Lost
off
in the
mark.
Smoke
He can never
Monster.
do it. Yeah, right. But when you only give them like, hey, you can write half a season on this and half a season on that. Just give us like 5 random ass stories that you don't have to finish, which is what Tales is. That's his fucking wheelhouse, and it
That's
worked
what Clone Wars
really
was.
well.
That's what Clone Wars was. Clone Wars was little arcs that didn't
Yeah.
all relate to each other, but just kind of told.
No, yeah, it's Anne Frank. It's Anne Frank in the dire.
And he can't do that here because now he has to tell a story with just these characters that we aren't attached to in the same way that we're attached to some of the other
Right.
characters.
I mean, hey, he didn't finish fucking Rebels. He didn't finish fucking Clone Wars. He didn't finish shit.
Rebels, but now
He
he's
finished
going back-
Rebels. He finished Rebels for the
is
most part.
Conclusion.
No, except for that they're in space right now.
Sure.
Sperm whales. Sperm
That's-
whales.
That's Star Wars is a story that doesn't have an ending.
But he came to a penultimate part of Rebels where it actually, the characters died off and
Yeah.
all that. Like,
Yeah, but that took a while too because it looked like Kanan lost his eyes and died, and then he did it, and then yeah, I get it. Yeah,
All right.
but like I
the
said,
Rebels had that everything he does has a meandering season too. It's just like maybe that's what this one is, but like even Rebels had that meandering season, which were like probably 3, 2 maybe 3 was kind of like where he was blind forever. Like that was the dumbest storyline ever. Like,
yeah, but he has a great
why do I have a
season.
whole season of Kanan being blind?
But he usually has a great season before that, and I don't feel this has had a great
after,
season. No, what I'm just saying though is I don't feel like Bad Batch Resistance had 0 good seasons. Lasted 2. Bad Batch. Bad Batch has had mediocre season after mediocre. Can we agree on that? Mediocre season so far.
It's not just him though. This has a different writer and showrunner.
It does.
Right?
Yes.
He's not technically the showrunner on this, is he?
No, he's just the writer.
Right. He's just a writer, but eventually, I think that's what I'm saying.
Brad Rao or whatever his name I think it is. There's the head.
Yeah. I think they've gone, and for one thing, it's too long. Like I do hope, like you said, I don't know about shorts necessarily. Like I still like episode long length stuff.
Sure.
But like for the love of God, like 16 is clearly too many of the seasons for this creative team.
Do a little 8 and if you're going to do a third season,
10,
do a little 8er.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Do a little 8er in there.
I've often thought that they should be 2 8-episode blocks that release in 1 year. So like spring, fall, like breaking up the shows where between the shows you have like an 8-episode season. Maybe you can have like 16 episodes at once, but just do 8 episodes in the spring, 8 episodes in the fall, like they do with some of their other TV shows.
What happens if Boba Fett comes down and sweeps up Omega in the last episode, and Hunter and Crosshair sacrifice themselves?
It's Omega.
And then it's Omega, sorry, and then
Tom
it's done.
thinks it's the best show of all time.
It'd be awesome.
That would be the greatest show in the history of
I
TV.
don't think it'd be the best show of all time. I'm just saying the fact is that there's a lot of stories that could. I know that where can you go with this this group?
Let me ask you this: do you think they closed the? Did they close the loop of the stuff they've introduced this season? Like, do we figure out what happens to Cody?
No.
That's what I'm
No,
saying is down the line. So like all this is opening up so that he can do little. We get now the Cody story instead of the Ahsoka story, and we get now.
Yeah, I don't think he'll. I don't think
Oh,
he'll
I think
circle
he
back
will.
to all that stuff though. He'll just forget it.
He's
I
never
think he will.
he's
I
never
think he
circled
will.
back to some shit before.
Well, listen, I actually think
No, he circles back to stuff all the
you see
time. He
the,
changes it half the
all
time.
the fucking
the
time,
stories
right?
they're showing the Tales of the Jedi that they're showing, those shorts that they're showing, and
Yeah.
doing the stories. There's so many characters you can do stories with. They might have an arc with friggin' Cody. They could have a Cad Bane arc. They could have some. They could do different things with that. That's gonna probably be the next big thing, and they'll
Which
probably
I
do a
would
little
love.
bit longer. Who knows?
Which I would
So-
love. That's what it should be. He should tell little stories about his characters and leave them in animation, and let the
Yeah, I think he
story
needs-
flesh out that way.
This would ruin my day, by the way. He's right. Omega is just
I
gonna.
think he needs to either work on. He either needs to work on animation, or he needs to work on live action, and he needs to hand
Why
one
are
of
you
them off to somebody else.
Why are you giving Ireland ideas?
Here, yeah, don't give Ireland ideas, but he gets
Ring
the
the
bell.
bell.
He gets the bell for it. Yeah, I agree. I think the theory made sense originally that he would take over all the Disney Plus stuff, live action and animated, but it just seems like the John and Dave thing's not working. It does. It seems unfortunately like it's not
I mean,
working.
something needs to.
And there's a word that we
I'd
love
almost
to
rather
use
have him
called
stay
pivot.
on.
We need
Yeah.
to start pivoting.
Well, like-
we need to start pivoting.
At this point, the animation seems so meandering that like if he wants to come back and do like a Tales of the Jedi thing every now and then, great. But as like a whole creative director for the animation, like seriously, just pass it off to somebody else at this point. It's a good time to do it. You know,
You don't
especially if you
fix-
end Bad Batch, it's a good time to do it because you don't have an ongoing show.
Right.
Like, for the love of God, let somebody else handle it. You
And
go
I think he's
do
thinking that way. I really
Mandoverse or
do.
whatever.
Well, I think I'll be honest with you. I think when okay, so here we go. I'm going to criticize Catherine Kennedy, but I think this is part of her problem. She gives so much leniency to the directors, the right, like she gives them a lot of leeway to do what they feel they need to get done to get their stories and what direction they want to take it out there. That this one right now, she's let she's let Dave and John pretty much do whatever they want,
Well,
and it is ugly,
yeah.
bro.
I mean,
It's-
I
Filoni
agree.
talked
And one of
with-
the downsides of that too is the length that she gives them as far as time.
Yeah,
They want this like big, long, like 5-10 year commitment. It sounds good in theory originally, but if
does.
the start of that is rough, like Bad Batch has been, it doesn't sound so good then.
agreed. It does. I mean, I think that's like, that's a big fault of hers. I think her fault is, and I think it's a Lucas thing too, because Lucas got a lot of that, right? Like it didn't matter if he's coming out with Jar Jar Binks characters or whatever he's doing. He got a lot of it. So like, I think she's from there, and I think she allows she, for as much as everybody criticizes her, it's like she's got her finger on them all the time and does all these bad things. No, her biggest fault is she doesn't do that. She gives them way too much leniency.
Well-
And somebody should come down on them and say, hey, listen, we need to get something that is cohesive. This is not working. Let's pivot to something else.
You know what? Look, I look. Who is the protege of Dave Filoni?
Who would they give it to?
No, I mean, Filoni's
Nobody.
talking about how he's trying to get Bryce, whatever her name is, Howard,
Bryce Howard. right?
Opie's kid. Yeah.
Oh,
to do the animation piece.
The animation-
Like, I think
Look.
that is kind of what he wants. I think he wants to let that off of his plate and give it over to her, and I would be okay with that. She's done good stuff.
You know, look, I look at it this way. I know that he's more focused now on the live action stuff. So you leave him with the live action stuff. You have his protege work on the animated stuff, and just give creative.
Why would you? Why wouldn't he? Instead of that, why don't they move her to live action and then go out and grab somebody who already has? We understand how animation works, like Dave. Get somebody who has animation
I'm
background.
not going to give it over to anybody he
You don't
doesn't
do
trust.
that. You've got countless people that he's worked with though, that you know, through Rebels, through Clone Wars. Like, I mean, there's
there's
not like he
nobody
doesn't have
there.
anybody he can
There's
hand it off.
nobody there that he had that was good.
No, he doesn't trust any of those people right now. He doesn't.
He's
After Resistance
he's got
and
Lucas
this-
syndrome.
After
He does.
Like we
Resistance
said, he
and
went to the
No,
school of Lucas,
JJ,
right?
he does.
Lucas
He has
was
Lucas
hyper controlling.
Yeah.
Lucas
And all of a
was
sudden,
hyper-
when they
and
see
Filoni's the same way.
talented people, that won't lick their assholes, they don't want them around. You know, and
Right.
that's unfortunate. And you rather put out garbage than allow people who are talented to advance. That's the facts, right? Like that is what's going on here, correct? In our opinion.
Subtle, but yes.
He needs somebody he trusted, and that's who Bryce Howard is for him.
No, he needs somebody less talented than him that will come to him and say, "Oh,
I don't
Almighty."
think that's true. I think she is just as talented as he is.
In animation, she's not.
But see, you say you need somebody you trust, but like she's directed what 5 or 4 episodes of Star Wars stuff before,
And
she
she
hasn't written anything.
And he got her to do Ahsoka, and she voice acted.
Yeah, that's once again.
Yeah, but
that's when he's like his underling. It's not somebody he does not fear her.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't fear her. He trusts her.
That's not trust. No.
He also trusted Robert Rodriguez at one point.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But because they knew it was going to be a train wreck too. Yeah.
Yeah, but he
I mean, let's
quickly got over that.
Like it's like when a company takes an outside hire in that they think is going to be awesome. And he may be awesome, but at the same time, like there's clearly experienced people that he's worked with that he just doesn't trust and doesn't want to put them up there. But
is it that he doesn't trust them or he doesn't want them to shine? Well, is it that he doesn't trust them or he doesn't want them to shine? Because it seems like he doesn't
trust them. I think he wanted Brad Rao to shine. Like he gave Brad Rao the chance to shine on Bad Batch. Brad Rao just didn't shine. Like,
but I'm saying, like, let the guy write the stuff. Let the guy.
I don't think Dave is that is a narcissistic type of guy.
You don't think the guy who walks around in cowboy boots and lives in a hat and always tries to act like he's not short?
Says, I rarely think about bringing
live people. Yeah. The guy who, by the way, if he's not being complimented, does not get on a stage. That guy?
Nah, I don't. Come on.
Oh.
He is the second. He's 2.0 George Lucas, which
he is.
George Lucas is George Lucas. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is,
we know what George Lucas is. George Lucas was controlling, did a lot of fucking terrible shit to Star Wars, and then all of a sudden said, "Well, it's my baby. I can do whatever I want," including taking away Han shot first, adding Jar Jar Binks, doing a bunch of stuff that.
And then you hate it, but everybody,
prequels.
That's Star Wars is great. But people complain
Because the best stuff of Star Wars is not stuff that George did.
That's not true. That's not true.
Empire Strikes Back. Hold on. You guys all rank Empire Strikes Back as the best piece of Star Wars, yes?
It's not him. I know. He didn't direct it. I know. He didn't write it.
Yes?
What you're saying.
And he was upset that he didn't direct it. He was upset that they... Yeah.
He's upset that it's the most popular piece. He really is upset that it's the most popular piece, and he was the one that wasn't behind it. So when you say that what you just said, that's inaccurately correct. Did he not do a lot for Star Wars? Yes. He made some moves where he funded it right. He made some other moves. Great. We all got fucked on Kenner toys because of George Lucas. Okay. Han doesn't shoot anymore because of George Lucas. We have to deal with Jar Jar Binks because of George Lucas. We had a time period in Star Wars where we had no production of any type of fucking Star Wars.
Why?
For decades. George Lucas.
He was going through the Force. He didn't want
I think the key to both of them is.
That's not true. That's not true.
But lots of people get stuff done when they're going.
I think the key to both of them though is like they got to pull back. Like you got to give up the pin for a little while. Let somebody else take the reins. Like just pull back a little bit.
And know that the people are going to know that they're going to have you around. That was the biggest thing. Like Lucas. Yeah. As soon as he sold to Disney, they're like, "Oh, we'll never see him again." And fucking a week later, they have him everywhere. He's everywhere. He's petting baby Grogu. He's over there Clone Waring it up. He's feeling up Ahsoka's thingamabobbers. He's playing with
Lopez. I like what you say lots of times, but nobody wants to watch Jar Jar more than Omega.
Yeah,
there's lots of things you can say that are true, but that one.
George turned around and said Star Wars is for kids. He made all these things for kids.
Hold on.
Move this man!
That's not true. Bullshit. And once again, another dumbass thing George Lucas said. Bullshit. Because he's trying to make fucking Dune and a competition to that. And by the way, that shit was not for children's either. That wasn't what it was about. That McQuarrie art shit wasn't for children. None of that is. No. All of a sudden, he saw that he could make money off of the toys of it because he didn't even give a fuck about toys. You know why he didn't give a fuck about toys? Because Star Wars wasn't made for fucking kids. Just fucking kids like us, for some reason, really loved it. You don't open it at the Chinese
It was marketed to
theater.
kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't made for kids.
But he didn't market it. That was why he wanted to take part in the house.
They didn't have toys that came out for like another year.
Yeah.
Because Kenner and all that did it to kids. But.
Yeah. after.
Yeah, but that's like anything. It's like saying the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was originally intended for children. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Is the fact that it was the creators even hated the fact that it got turned into something that was basically marketed to kids through action figures.
So I mean, we gotta stop this fucking rewriting of Star Wars history, where George Lucas created every greatest thing of all time in Star Wars and did it all for children, and whatever drunk ass fucking dick shit that played Kanan's voice says is fucking fact. Like, come on, dude, come on, we're not that stupid.
All right, let's talk about this game. What's your story? What's your game story? What are card gamers?
The card game. What's the card? Oh, that? Oh, to hell. You don't want me to get started on that. Here's the thing. We bought. Did anybody else, if you guys are watching this, leave notes before or hit up one of us privately. We're going to start a tape thing. We're figuring out a way to do it where we're actually going to play a couple of us, challenge each other, I guess, on the card game, at least show you through the text of the card game. It's going to be pre-taped. Pretty much all you don't need a camera that shows your face. All you need is a camera that shows the cards. You don't need the full deck. You just need the competing deck. We're going to do a demo on it coming up in the next week or so to see how it's played. I figured it's something we can do. If you want to know about card shops, though, don't go to card shops. Order it online because only weirdos are in card shops.
No, you can't not support your local game store.
You can support your local comic book shop. Do not support your local.
Of the gaming community.
They don't support you. Don't support them.
They do support you.
They do not. They do not. They do not. They're still drinking balls.
A couple near me had no idea what I was talking about. They're like, "What?"
Dude, no, because what happens is you talk to them in English language. You probably didn't smell bad. You aren't all hopped up on balls and hot pockets. You didn't smell like burnt microwave broccoli.
What's wrong with you Midwesterners?
Nothing.
No, don't blame me. Blame the card shops. I don't mind the card shops. I support
blame the card shops. Thank you, JJ.
You
blame the card shops.
75 million ones near Indianapolis because that's where Gen Con is, which is the greatest weekend of your life.
But Gen Con's more tabletop gaming than it is card shops.
It is more tabletop, but this is a tabletop.
That's the problem.
Game.
That's the problem of going into these stores near me is like they're all like, oh hey, like yeah, no, we have like like Star Wars X-Wing is like, no, I didn't ask you for Star Wars X-Wing. I asked you for the deck building game.
Oh yeah, no, same shit happened to me. Same shit happened to me. They're like, well, we got this board game. I'm like, I'm fucking what are you talking about? Well, we got this other fucking board game. I don't give a fuck. We got this. Well, okay. First off, I shouldn't be so mean.
Cards, these rectangular things.
I'm not sure. One of the kids socially, I don't think. One of the guys that own the shop socially. I don't know. I can't make fun of him. I shouldn't make fun of him, I guess, because I don't know what his mental capacity was. But like the other three I went to, they're definitely people were just off. They're just off. They're like they live in their own fucking universe. They leave mom's house. They come to run their card shop. They just go.
Wait, I gotta know though. What was it? Slightly better than the comic shop or slightly worse?
Worse. At least comic shops. Even if you're dealing with like a little bit of an antisocial person in a comic shop, they're not like they'll talk your ear off, but they won't be judgy, right? Like I don't know of comic shops that are really lecture judgy, but like when you go in the card shop, I was like, okay, well, okay. They're like, no, oh, this is good. By the way, oh, you should know this. You don't know about this. I'm like, what the fuck? All I want to do is buy some $40 fucking card.
On like Dragon Ball Super Tournament Day or something.
Oh, I'd throw down. I would throw down. I got no tolerance for these people, these card people. I have very little tolerance for them. I have not liked them for years. They haven't changed at fucking all. They're still the same motherfuckers they've always been. They don't like comic people. They see us a mile away. They don't like that we wear deodorant. They see us a mile away.
You don't wear deodorant. If you ever been to a con, you don't wear deodorant.
No. They sweat. Yeah.
The card game people wear deodorant.
No, they don't.
People do not.
No, they don't.
Yes.
No, the comic people sweat through the comic people sweat through the deodorant in a line going in. I'll agree with that.
More money. These people have money that play these games. They wear deodorant. They have nice clothes. They have fancy cars. They're not these.
Screw booster boxes are expensive.
They do not. The last card shop I went to, some guy was driving a Honda Civic that had a fucking sloth in the window. He almost hit my vehicle because he tried to pull through. I was like, hey, dude, I'm already in the spot like this. And the dude thought, because that was the closest to the card shop, and he was going to the card shop, there's no fucking way that I'm going into the card shop. He's going to go, no way that dude's going into the card shop. No way that dude's going into the card shop. So I said, okay. I'm backing the car the fuck out.
Really?
Pulled over.
All that didn't tip you off that dude is definitely going to the card shop because
Yeah. What's that? Who? That guy? I knew he was going to. Oh, I knew that motherfucker.
Everything about his car didn't.
Oh no, he was but he saw my vehicle and was like, "Oh, I'm going to the card shop, so no problem." One problem though, like he saw me because of course I drive a truck, and fucking whatever. I drive, and it's just normal. It's a black fucking
Marco
Yukon.
I can see Marco like opening up the door to the car. It's like the old westerns or something. He opens up the door to the car shop.
It happened. So I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's going to the car shop." Garen motherfucking T. So I go, "All right, I'll put that bitch in reverse. Put reverse. Pull right next to him." So he waits for a little, or he jumps off real quickly, and then he realizes that I'm walking right to the same fucking door that he is. And the whole time I'm like, "And this motherfucker," and he, oh shit. So he sees it. You could tell he's like nervous. He stops at the door, turns around and looks, and is like, he doesn't know what to do because now he sees like the only option I have is that I'm going to the fucking card shop. I ain't going to the fucking Dollar General. I ain't going to fucking Target. I ain't going into whatever the fuck other stores there. It's only me and the card shop, dead nuts ahead. So he sat there and opened the fucking door and held it for 5 minutes till I fucking decided that I was ready to walk into that fucking store. And then when I walked into the store,
you need to go to a GameStop, not a card shop.
It was a game store. That's what it was. They had 36 fucking tables, garbage fucking everywhere, like every comic shop.
That's how they all are. That's just how it works. You play there, you sit there all day, you play for like 8 hours on those tables, you get pizza, you get other things, you play more games.
And balls. Empty cans of balls everywhere. Hot pocket containers everywhere. $5 hot and ready empty fucking boxes everywhere. Still from the day before.
You're playing games. You gotta have like 8 hours of your time to play in the tournaments. And Ruben, no, they are not selling him yet at Barnes & Noble. FFG, when they release games, they release it for the first month or so.
I wish they would. At least
local game stuff.
At least the weirdos at Barnes & Nobles are helpful. But then I talked to Jeff. I said, Jeff, I called you. Go ahead.
I said I have a quick public service announcement to the people that are in the is it Asmodee? That's official fantasy flight.
FFG, yes.
You can get it cheaper because my local card shops didn't have it. You can get it cheaper at online card shops. So make sure to shop around for it a little bit. You save yourself a few bucks. But
yeah. Yep.
That's all I had to say.
Yeah, no. If anybody knows, I've tried to reach out because I want to get Caleb Grace on the show. He's the creator. If anybody knows a way to get in touch with Caleb Grace, let me know. I would like to get Caleb Grace on
definitely coming on now.
Totally destroy Marco about how good games are. And yeah.
Oh, I don't have a problem with games. No. I have a problem with your fellow game player, cheap pizza eating, balls drinking.
Because then it's very different.
Okay, so this place did. Obviously, they had a very small comic section because that's kind of what a lot of these hobby stores have. Yeah. So of course, I'm trying to go through the boxes, and this guy then
you're looking for the comic boxes.
Of course, I am. Of course, I grabbed some shit because they didn't fucking price. Their variants are the exact same fucking price. The ratio of variants were the exact same price as fucking the regular cover.
You should love these places. You should be going there all the time because you.
So here it goes. So then this motherfucker comes and he spreads these fucking card like there's 50 fucking tables for you card motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here.
The closest comic shop to me is, which I don't go to that much anymore, is mine. But like every single like Saturday, that was the biggest problem. Was like people would come in for like the Pokemon tournament and shit, and like the stacks, the boxes were right there next to the tables, like the tournament tables, and literally like I'd have nothing but people with backpacks and cars and shit splayed out on the boxes, and you can't get to anything.
Hot pockets on top of the comics, empty balls hanging out on top of the comics. You know, like whatever.
Everybody has a backpack for some reason. Why does everybody have a backpack?
Their fucking cards holding in your hand. You
gotta bring when you bring like when I play Star Wars LCG, I would bring like 12 decks with me to play. And one day you need a backpack with all your cards.
Because mommy drops you off, you have a backpack on. Mommy dropped me off.
Cards.
Hey, I wear a backpack.
All of your tokens and all of your other stuff.
And all your beanie babies.
I put like a big tote bag sometimes with all my stuff. Come on now.
You gotta be like Marco. You gotta go back out to the car to get your extra pair of shoes.
Well, no, that's when I'm standing on a con floor for 14 hours. That's just smart, and I'm old as shit. The difference is Dude, listen. So you don't need to take up the whole space when somebody's looking through comics with empty pizza boxes. What do you have all
about you?
That's the point. They don't care about anybody. They're very disrespectful little SOBs.
In their community, and you're not their community.
Their community is shitbags. 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 They are the shitbaggiest community I've ever seen. Look, you go into a comic book store, and you look a little lost, and you've been there for 3 or 4 minutes just looking lost and you're new. The regulars, I will guarantee you, in any comic book store that is worth their weight. True. That is
true.
I've been in numerous comic stores where that is
you
not happening.
Indiana, though. Indiana's fucking Gary. Indiana's fucking horrible, bro. I ain't fucking. Come on.
I'm not anywhere near Gary.
Dom's in a comic book store, and the fucking publisher from Marvel's bullshitting with them. Get out of here. It happens. You go to a card shop. You go to a card shop, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here? I don't know you. Your mom did drop you off here."
Dungeon comic shops before. I've been into some really dungeon comic shops.
I've been into some dungeon ones.
Like an idiot if you ask a question at all.
That's the rarity. That's not the standard.
Just jealous because he knows there's one thing I'm better than him at. And he's like, I gotta tear down this.
True. That is not true. That is not true at all. That's not true.
Let me make one ironic comment of the fact that like all of us here are like, oh yeah, we're gonna play this card game, and apparently only one of us here is like some sort of like crazy like regional national championship of the last Star Wars TCG game. Like I'm really gonna compete in this thing. It's like Duke playing like
anybody in this game.
I thought it was all fun games. I was just goading Wayseeker. I know he won all his championships, but now that I've had to deal with his fucking community, it's on. Fucking Donkey Kong, motherfucker. Let's go.
We need to get a real competitive game.
We're going. I'm gonna fucking
competitive game that we're playing. We are not playing a competitive game. We're playing a
everything's competitive now. I have to deal with this shit to find this thing and have to deal with your community, which is very fucking.
I can see Marco training for this like a 1980s Rocky montage.
Dude, no. Jedi, you're thinking these are little kids getting dropped off. These are grown-ass man boys being dropped off with backpacks. With fucking backpacks and like, holy shit, dude, ridiculous. They're really, he's dying. He can relate. I'm telling you, I'm just saying, if any, I'm not saying 100% of the time because I've been in some shit comic stores too. But the odds of you walking into a comic book store and somebody being cool in the comic book store, pretty good. I've had a couple shitty experiences.
But what if they do both?
I mainly do. I've been in some that are.
It's a card shop.
Nah, you can't do it. I mean, no.
And then the figures. Nah. I mean, you can't ask about the figures in these stores.
Oh, fuck the figures! You get the fuck out of here with the figures. Figure fucking people. Jesus, the figures. Like, oh, why you don't? Oh, well, no, but in the figure, this is where I will give the only defense I'll give the figure people is because they've probably heard, oh, you collect the dolls a lot. Like, oh, these are, what do you do with these things? Like, I get it because they probably get that all the time. So they're a little naturally defensive. The card people have no reason to have that natural defense. They have none.
Nobody respects the card games.
Because the card, it's because of the way they treat people. Wayseeker, it's because of how they treat people.
That's not how they treat people.
You just said that's how they said because they got nothing to do with you because they know you're not a card person.
You do it's like a 7-year-old.
No, card people are men child. They're little men child. Yes, they are because it's how they've always acted. They have no respect for it. Dom, do they have any respect for anybody? Comic book store. How do people treat you?
They treat me good in there.
Have you ever been to a game store?
No, I've been one game store. I don't really game stuff. I'm not really with the cards. I've gone in a place and I watch them. Like when you go to a convention and they have a gaming thing in the convention, it's different compared to the people that are there for the other stuff.
We're gonna do a live Tales show at Gen Con sometime with Marco, me, you, Jedi, and Dom.
Dude, this is what you want. This is what you want to do. You get to the card shop, just throw a $5 hot and ready on the ground, and then all of a sudden you can dig through all the comic boxes like within a second.
Have you ever been to Gen Con, Marco?
Oh, what?
Have you ever been to Gen Con?
No, I don't. Where isn't that one in?
I guess I'm just Detroit style deep dish.
Indianapolis. It's not that far from you. You can make it to Indianapolis.
Why would I go to Gen Con? I've been asked to go like 3 or 4 times. You know what my answer every fucking time
It's
is?
actually it's pretty fun.
No fucking way. I've been
It's
to Wizard World.
The vendors-
not Wizard World.
The vendor section there is the weirdest vendor section ever, though. It's for tabletop games, and a lot of the vendor section is tabletop games. But then I'd say probably not, at least last time I went, it was like close to 45 to 50% of it was just not at all fucking related to tabletop games at all.
Yeah. See, the Jedi saying what I'm saying. Like a lot of us are saying the same thing, except for you, for some reason, Wayseeker, Mr. 6 Grand National Championship titles.
I didn't do that. Why are you making me out to be somebody I'm not? I never won a national.
He says he has his tournament play mats behind him.
Yeah, as he has a tournament play, he's like, yeah, because my people don't know you. Yeah, you're right. They don't. You're like, holy shit, this person actually fucking has pants on. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, pants. It's a fucking genius invention. Oh shit, he's not wearing socks and sandals. He's not wearing socks and sandals. He's not wearing socks and sandals. Oh my god! And he's not. He doesn't have a half a piece of pizza hanging out of his mouth. Holy shit! Yeah.
You need.
Yeah.
So next time,
delicious.
next time you're in Texas, the biggest game store is also the biggest comic book store in Plano.
No. We're talking about comics.
That's what it is near me. They're both.
Yeah, we're talking about game first place.
You should go to Madness, and you'll be like, man, these game people.
Well, that's this though. In like gaming only shops, why the hell is it always so dark?
It's cold too.
It's darker than
it's cold. It was cold and dark. Yeah, that's true.
It's super cold.
It's true. Yeah, why?
I did say to Marco, the bathrooms at the gaming places are worse than bathrooms.
Yeah, because all they drink is balls and eat fucking hot and readies. Yeah. I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if that's true, man. Dude, the fucking comic book.
You go to a gaming convention and you're like, man,
maybe, but fuck it, dude. Since after Corona, since they started opening up, those people really missed all that fucking shitty ass food that they serve at the conventions, because they are really down in that shit lately, and it's not good. It's not good.
Not good at all.
Some Sbarros. Do they have Sbarros?
Oh, there's always a Taco Bell right next to a game store. Always. Everyone I've been in from a tournament, there's a Taco Bell next door.
Hey, Matt, if you haven't seen these people at a game shop or a card shop, just a clue, they're probably you. Like, I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying they are you, but I'm saying, if you're telling me, Waysinger knows it's him, he's like, yeah, they're my people. If you're saying you're there and you don't know these fucking people, then they're probably fucking you. I mean, that's what it is, right? That's who it is. I get it. At least the Waysinger will admit it. Let's not act around here. Come on now. Come on. Dom, give him a come on.
Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Now, look, I understand certain aspects. Like, thank God I never got into the gaming situation. Bad enough, I'm with everything else. If I would have had that, I've been lost even more than what I am. But it just, I see the differences. It's like, I think people in the gaming world, the card gaming world, are more obsessed with that than other collectibles. Oh, I got the Pokemon card, certain cards,
But that's the way it's that way everywhere. I mean, comics people are more obsessed with comics than they are anything.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen
everybody kind of has their main lane, so to speak.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things where
there is Boba Fett in the game. So,
all right. So either way, we're gonna roll a demo.
Only be Empire, not a neutral card. So
we're gonna try to tape a demo on how to play it here and release that. Right. So, but yeah, no, I haven't been in a gaming majority hobby gaming stop in years, since probably the 90s. I didn't like them back then. They have not changed.
I am going to do everything I can to get your kids into tabletop.
Oh, my kids play Pokemon.
Yeah, but they're going to be there. They're going to be there all the time. They're going to be like,
no, they ain't. No, they're
way too fucking popular.
You're going to be
way too popular to be there already.
No,
like we already played.
But there's a new.
I'm going to do.
We play Contain at home. We play that. We have our own group.
We also tell them that Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and all those guys aren't real.
Yep.
There's a new big Disney trading card game coming out in September, and you can only pre-order through game shops, Marco. So
I want to try that game too. That one I will actually try to play.
Hey, I got no problem. Listen, I'm good anywhere. I'm just saying they're fucking weirdos.
Are you gonna play that game? Or are you just gonna collect it to sell?
I'll probably play
What?
it because it's in
For
English.
what?
I'll try it at least.
Oh,
It's called
Disney-
Lorcana.
Yeah.
I don't have fucking time for all this horse shit. No, yeah, it's
It should have
Yeah.
Star Wars in it too. Well, it might have Star Wars in it. I shouldn't say should. But...
Well, if this works, then maybe we can play some other games too. Basically, there are 20, 30 sides. Yeah, how many side dices do you have to be a true
I mean,
gamer?
That's a whole
52 sided
That's a whole
dice. I'll
different
get the
one.
fuck
The
out
card
of here.
Crit roll.
There is competition between the card game community and the board game community, and also the miniature community. And
Oh, so they were insulting me when they were saying, "Well, maybe you should go look at the board games." That's what they were doing. Oh, now I get it.
yeah.
Nice. I'm going back to that shop. That's what I'm telling you. You guys are shitbags. You're shitbags.
No, we're not.
A bunch of shitbags.
We just stay in our lane. We stay in our lane.
It comes and says, "Hey, man, I want to spend $40 with you." And you go, "Hey, we ain't got that. Why don't you go get yourself a board game there?" Like, what the fuck are you? No wonder nobody's in this place but a bunch of fucking $5 hot and ready motherfucking Honda Civic 1996 Honda Civic driving pieces of shit. Mom just dropped you off with your backpack and your juice box. The fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
And the 3-hour mark.
Okay.
We hit it. We did
We
it.
did it.
Wait, Seeker, you are not painting your people any better. All right, let's get out of here.
I really want some pizza.
Yeah, do you guys have your own gang jacket?
We need them. We definitely need them.
Yeah, and it is funny because you guys hate everybody else. So for you guys to hate each other, that makes a lot of sense. The rudest I mean, honestly, like BK's kind of rude, but like card people are the rudest human beings in the world. And I don't know if it's that most of them may be artistic and just not socially pick up on stuff, or if they are. But it seems
Artistic, they paint a lot.
autistic. It seems like either they do not have social norms and they just like to hang out together. So I try not to make fun of them, but then I meet people like Wayseeker and I'm like, well, if he's a card people, you know, maybe he does pick up on social norms. So maybe they're just full of shit. And then you tell me stuff that you guys are interfighting. And I'm like, no, it's all a ploy. This is all a ploy.
Clans.
It is. Yeah, y'all got clans. It's a ploy. And you guys are just shitbags. Okay, let's get out of here. Thanks for being shitbags.
No problem.
The fucking card people, what a bunch of shitbags. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Make sure you check out all our fine shows here. MC, hey, are you guys live, Dom, this week?
Yeah, probably again this Friday coming up.
MCM live on Friday. We've got a couple other things going up. Make sure you hit the poll so we can vote for the rest of the both our bracket and the SNS brackets. SNS on Saturday, us on Sunday. Oh, Tax got a bunch of shit. You guys know the deal. Just turn on the bell. We'll see y'all later.